Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live! It's time!
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are live in the Action Lab, your premier sports and entertainment talk show on the internet, and it ain't close. We are here live with you for Sunday night football. We got Falcons, we got Vikings, and we are chilling with you, hanging out with you guys, talking week 2 of the NFL. And it was a spicy one, Scotty. Welcome back. Good to have you on a Sunday night. We haven't had you on a Sunday night. You've been back on a Wednesday, but we haven't had you on a Sunday. Look at we got a new setup on our screen.
This is week 2, Chris.
I know.
Calm down.
I know.
Like, we've never had you.
We've never had you on a Sunday night in the week.
It's week 8, and this is my first appearance. All right, chill,
yeah.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up? We got Doc chilling with us tonight as well. What's up, Doc?
What's up? How we doing?
It's good to have you back again.
I'm so happy it's Doc and not Rec. Can I just talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah. We got Doc chilling in the house as we have been the last couple of weeks. So welcome back, Doc. And we have a game here. We have 9-6. I mean, it's been kind of uneventful compared to some of the other games we've seen so far this afternoon. But either way, it's still a close game. We still have a close game here, 6-9 in this one. The Falcons with a little bit of a lead and the ball right now. So they're getting things going, hopefully, here in this second half to start it out. But 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter as we join this game, 2nd and 11 for the Falcons. So we're getting caught up in this one. We also have bingo going, guys. So we will get the bingo board updated here shortly. We have some different ones on here. I always try to put a special square for the game. Can you guys spot the special square in this one?
I saw it off rip.
Hold
There's
on,
there's always like it's like maybe a coach or some sort of like
Pitt's ass game could be maybe.
Possibly.
Yep.
What's the measuring stick? For
We
that?
we are objectively choosing the measuring stick.
Okay.
Okay.
I
mean,
like
the
that we're
problem
referencing
is-
stick when we're talking about his ass.
We're doing all the different parts of the body: pit, ass, or stick, whatever you want. That
stick.
you know. Hey.
And that got us a follow. Why not?
We start talking about pits and ass, and all of a sudden we got
Pits,
Junior
ass,
Soul.
stick, or I think sticks and ass. But sure.
Either way, welcome in Junior Soul. How
Let's
you doing?
go.
Who's your team? Hey, by the way, that's one follower. That's on the bingo board too. We need 6 more followers to get us going on a bingo square. We'll talk about that here in a second. But who's your team and where are you from?
Chris, I do like the little bottom ticker you got going.
Yeah, yeah. We have a little.
I like that.
It's
Huh?
nice.
We have
It's nice.
I mixed it up this year. We have the Manning cast vibe going on the left. We got the. I mean, it just looks cleaner, you know.
If only we could have the game on in the middle.
Right,
I mean,
that would be-
you know, obviously we would if we could, guys. We would if
we
could.
would. I saw
If it
some
was
streamers actually doing some college football Mountain West games. They were like some trash games, but like I saw some of that. I don't know how they were able to do that. Maybe the tides are turning. I don't know.
Maybe they just Mountain West games. They're like, whatever. do whatever you
We-
Does that even exist? Wait, they're playing right now?
Mountain West is a conference.
Mountain West soon to be the Pac-12, Chris.
Yes,
Next year, that's the Pac-12.
that's true.
They're 12 teams though?
My Rammies. I don't know if it's gonna be 12. Is it 12? I don't know. I know the Rams are moving over there.
I've
I also
lost
know-
track of.
Well, it's complicated because I also know like Gonzaga is going over there, but obviously they don't have a football team. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's kind of strange.
I don't know how. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, guys, welcome in. My name is Chris. You got Scott. We got Doc. We got all you guys in the chat. Joe Quill's hanging out in the chat. McDuggets. We got a few of you guys trickling in, so it's great to have you. Penix is controlling the ball here in this third quarter on this drive. Yeah, we will get into all the earlier action later on after this game. We're going to break down all the crazy. There was some insane games today. Scotty,
It was a good day of action. Yeah.
we were talking a little bit before this game. I was feeling spicy earlier in a few different
team,
ways.
Obviously, all three of us right now aren't feeling great.
No, we are not. It's been
Nope.
Our teams went 0-3 today.
it's been rough.
And I'm sure each of us feels like there were missed opportunities. There were so many opportunities to win the football game for each of our teams.
Absolutely.
It's frustrating.
Yes, and
Atlanta having to third down run doesn't get it. Going to settle for another field. We're just going to have 35 field goals in this game, guys.
we're just gonna.
Is there a kicker? Is there a kicker box on this?
I didn't do a
bingo
kicker.
space?
I didn't do a kicker, but I probably should have. Probably would have been smart to do a.
I mean, considering you have JJ and Penix for 475 pass yards, I don't even.
By
I
the
think
way, this is the new kicker for. I didn't even know until I'm looking right now.
Coo-
For the Falcons after
he
Coop-
was not cut.
He was
Yeah,
not
not
cut. Yeah, he wasn't cut. He was just. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a healthy scratch.
They have two kickers. That's
Yes,
insane.
they healthy scratched it.
Koo, I've always had an issue with Koo only because he just runs straight onto the ball and it drives me nuts. I'm like, just do it like everyone else does, dude.
Yeah.
Just take your 3 steps back and your 2 to the left and kick it like everyone else does. Don't run straight on. And obviously he missed a game tying field goal last week against the Bucs that could have sent it to overtime. So
Right.
that's why he's in timeout at least right now.
To the front, to the front, to the back, to the left.
The funny thing is, we talk about the kicking, and you have that passing square. Bijan almost has more rushing yards than both of the quarterbacks have passing. So he's at 115 rushing. McCarthy, I think, has 100, 118, and Penix has 101. He has 115 yards of rushing.
Yeah, and Penix is 101 passing. Probably 40 of that is to Bijan, I would guess.
It's 25 to him and 34 to Pitts. So It's half.
We'll have to choose if that's an ass game for Pitts. Is he the
Yeah.
leading? Maybe, I mean, we can interpret that any game. Did he box someone out with his ass to get a catch? Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Did someone grab his ass? Did he grab someone else's ass? I don't know. I mean, he
I
could.
believe that's unsportsmanlike, isn't it? Isn't that a 15-yard penalty?
I mean, if it's a tush push, you could argue that all day. You know,
That's
I mean,
true.
I'm telling you. So that's almost a free square tonight, guys. An ass game is almost a free square.
Did he push Penix in a tush push? Listen, mentioning the tush push, it's too soon.
It's too soon. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the tush push and how
It's too.
we'll get into that later. We will get into that later, and I will go off the rails. I promise you. I'm going to go off the rails.
I mean, I'm going to go off the rails for my game. You're going to go off your game, Doc. You're just gonna, yeah. I mean,
I got none. I don't even have the words. There's no words for my game. None.
yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But I will say, Scotty, we were looking at our best bets of the week. We had a kind of average, start to our season. Right now, you're 3-0 on your best bets this week with Chargers tomorrow, and I'm 2-1 with the under tonight. Is my last one, so I could finish this week under
every time they kick a
45.
field goal, under's looking great.
Under 45 and a half. I got to sweat 45 and a half.
Well, you got to worry about the Vikings putting up like 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter like they did last week.
We'll see what happens there. Either way, I'm on the right track. So could be on track for a 3-1 week. You could be 4-0 if you finish out the tomorrow with it. I mean, that's a solid bounce back.
I would like to say last week I wasn't focused because I was going on a trip and I just kind of like threw in some picks. But I did solid research this week. I may be bluffing a little bit, but I will say last week was a little bit rushed compared to most weeks. And I was going on a trip, and then my picks in the like office pool one, I think I said on Wednesday, I like was getting on a plane in 30 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't made picks.
Yeah,
boom, boom. They just click buttons. I don't know. Pick a team. Just pick 4 teams.
Pick them on the fly.
Hey Scott, did you pick Chiefs in the pick'em today? I don't know, Diacola. Did you pick the Broncos in the pick'em today?
Hey.
Spicy.
Yeah, it is spicy. Oh, bro, she did not. You didn't. You picked Colts.
She said no.
Wow.
So you're a traitor to your own team. all I know is 1, 2. Hold on. 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 9-1, 10-1, 11-1. No, I picked the Eagles by the way. 12-1. I'm 12-1 in the pick'em this week, and my only loss is your damn team, Doc.
Ooh.
Your team.
I would have told you to take Seattle had you talked.
Well, ironically, I picked Seattle in the office pool at +3.5, so I don't know why I even took the Steelers.
Because maybe you were split, so you're like, one way or the other, I win.
Yeah. No, I picked the Eagles in my pick'em. I couldn't remember, but 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 is stop. There it is.
A stop on 3rd one. Just do the tush push, guys. False start. Do whatever you want.
McCarthy dropped the ball.
I was watching Red Zone, and I was watching so many teams on like 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 try to push through, and I couldn't. Like, teams are so bad at quarterback sneaking up the middle.
It's supposed to be the tush push, but guess what?
No one can do it.
The tush push officially died today. This is enjoy it this year. It's done. It's done. It will not be allowed going forward after this year. I guarantee they did it. They did it.
Hey,
we held on to the ball this time.
I don't love at your own 45 when your offense has been shitty.
Yeah, they did it at 36 the first time.
I don't like it. And the Chiefs, it cost the Chiefs today as well. They don't run QB sneaks, which I'll get into that as well. I'll get into all that, but
Man,
I would understand going for it on 4th and 1 if your offense has like been just dominating. Like you're guaranteed points if we get a first down here. I don't even know if he got it. His knee was down early. I don't think they'll challenge, but I don't. When your offense hasn't been good, I don't agree with going for it there. The risk reward now, of course, now they get a big run from Jordan Mason. Oh, except a flag, so it's probably coming back.
So
don't you know they want to do that so they can get another 3, Scotty?
Well, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee of even 3, and you're guaranteeing Atlanta 3 the other way.
Right.
And now it's 1st and 20, so they might as well punt now. It's actually safer. It's safer. They should punt on first down at 1st and 20 because they're not getting a first down here.
We got 225 combined yards by both these quarterbacks and 1 interception. No touchdowns yet. So not a lot of high-flying football.
Do we have any of the board off?
Let's take a look at the board right now. What do we got, Doc? What do we got?
So you got the Floyd sack.
I know JJ 26+ yard catch.
Yes, that was
an abomination before the half.
Yeah,
I can't believe the Falcons allowed him to be wide open with 12 seconds on their own 20-yard line, but they did.
And technically, it was funny. Did you see that he was going to throw the red flag, but the reviewing committee actually blew the whistle for it right as he threw the flag? So we would have had a red flag thrown. But the NFL actually got it right. They actually got a call right within 10 seconds.
So there was a red flag thrown. McCarthy takes off, and he gets a nice run.
You're in the future, Chris.
Oh.
You are in the future.
Oh. Well, I literally just refreshed because I was in the past. You guys were ahead of me.
So,
you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
It's up to you if you want to interpret that. He did throw the red flag. It was on the ground. They showed it on screen. However, he didn't get to review it. So because the NFL review committee reviewed it before they said that they challenged.
If this were
throw it.
Speaking of throwing red flags, I don't know if this is a real metric or if this was even a real tweet, but I'm going to take it as real because apparently the toss from Nick Sirianni in the Chiefs Eagles game today with the red flag was the furthest thrown red flag in the history of the NFL. And with the most speed on it. That's how angry he was and how fucking cocky he was with throwing the red flag. And guess what? He lost the fucking challenge, you son of a bitch.
Is this rival?
I hate that guy. This is how much I hate that guy. I told my 8-year-old son today, that is the only person, son, if you ever meet him, if we ever meet Nick Sirianni in person, we're punching him in the face. I told my son that today. Like mid-game. It wasn't even after we lost or something. Mid-game, I'm like, that guy we're punching in the face.
You see
That's
that
the only guy I give you the green light to punch
That's
in the
the
face.
only
were paid off and the Chiefs still lost.
Rest are paid
Refs
off.
were paid off. Joe Quills clearly didn't watch the game. That's fine.
Joe, thank you for the 100 bits.
That is a poor throw for McCarthy. He had Justin Jefferson right near the markers and threw it short. 4th and 9, punting time for the Vikings. Gotta have a better. He's wide open there. That's got. Listen, I think McCarthy's gonna eventually be. I don't think McCarthy's ever gonna be elite, but I think he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine, which may be worse. The worst thing you can have is a quarterback that's fine.
Yeah,
I think it's actually better to have a quarterback that's great or garbage,
or you're
at least
not your guy. Yeah,
right. Like when you're stuck in limbo, that's the problem of like, hey, this guy's like borderline top 15. Maybe we can win with him. The only way you can win with that is if you're Jalen Hurts and you have the best team surrounding you and you throw for 96 yards today and win a game.
Just no big deal. There's just no bitterness there. B Smoke. Steve also watches this game. Boring. Let's see. What's up, Sergeant? What's up, Piglet? How we doing? We got McCarthy sucks. I told you last week. Falcons should be up by 17. We saw the Vikings show up in the 4th on Monday. Hear me out. Since Bo Nix lost to Indy, that means the Colts are a playoff team. Hot take. No, I mean, it's not a hot take. I feel like some people...
Well, if the playoffs started today, they would be
Yeah,
a playoff.
that's true.
And speaking of hot takes, that was one of my hot takes, was the Colts would win the AFC South. Looks pretty smart right now.
It's looking good. I mean, we were trying to figure
that
out...
offense. And my caveat was only if Daniel Jones is the starter. And guess what? Daniel Jones is balling against the elite Denver defense, right?
Elite Denver defense.
Look pretty damn good today.
It swapped. They swapped from game 1 to game 2. You know, it's
it's almost like they didn't play a rookie that was making his first start ever. That was the worst team in the NFL last year.
It's almost
like
it
it's
could,
different when you play a real football team. It's so weird.
It's strange how that works.
Yeah.
You know, it's you're gonna have some down games too. You know, here's the thing. So real quick, we'll talk about the Broncos game, and we'll talk about the Chiefs and the Steelers. We'll talk about
we're gonna talk about those?
We're talking about all these games. We're talking about all of them after this game has concluded. But I will say that the Broncos fall into this trap quite a bit, especially early on. So we know when they have an early schedule that maybe is a little cupcake, that they win some games, they get high in themselves, they start feeling themselves like, oh yeah, we're good, we're fine. And they go like 4-0, and they're looking good against bad competition. And then it's like, all right, now we got our first team.
That was like the Teddy Bridgewater year. I remember that.
Well, yeah. They always fall into this trap where it's you get baited into thinking this team might be good, but are they? Because they haven't played anybody. This loss, weirdly enough, if you're looking for any kind of silver lining, tells you got to work on some shit. You're not gonna like if you beat the Colts, you beat the Titans, and you go in and you're just like, oh man, we're looking good. We're beating these teams. A win's a win. You know, everything you get caught off guard by some of the better teams, and then you start spiraling. All right, let's start spiraling with a middle of the road team like the Colts. We think they're a middle of the road team, and we'll get some shit together earlier than as opposed to panicking in week 3 or 4. You know, I think maybe that's a better way to go.
There you go. So any way you can make it a positive,
yeah.
Go ahead and do that.
Roger.
I'm watching. You know what? Oh my gosh!
Big
Bijan
sack.
just got
Big
up.
sack there.
Or not? I said Bijan. I don't know why I said that. I was gonna say something about Bijan, and that's why I said it. Penix gets absolutely destroyed on a free rusher breakdown in offensive line play there. The left tackle just whiffed. But what I'm saying about Bijan, when I watch Bijan Robinson, I'm so jealous as a Chiefs fan. I'm like, what would it be like to actually have a good running back? What would that look like?
As if the Chiefs haven't had good running backs in the last 10, 15 years.
Well, recently,
not since Jamal Charles. Kareem Hunt was good, and then Mahomes got to play 10 games with him, and then he kicked a girl in the face or whatever. It was.
I don't mean to laugh about that. That's not.
So,
you haven't
in Mahomes' career. We have not had a top 20 running back in the league in his career.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty easy.
I feel recently the Chiefs have been like juggling like a couple dudes.
We can't run the ball, Chris.
Like,
we can't run the ball. Pacheco sucks. Kareem Hunt sucks. Everybody sucks.
Everybody sucks. You suck. You suck. You suck. You're cool. You suck.
Pacheco has like an energy, but he has zero vision. And Kareem Hunt has a little more vision, but he's as fast as me, Chris. And that's a problem.
That's a problem. That is a problem.
I'm not fast. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm not. I never was, never will be, but I'm slower than ever.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
He is 40. It's perfect. This soundbite's going to work all year long.
Play that out.
Travis Swift even sucks. I wonder what if he caught that touchdown pass.
I don't know who. Travis Swift. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, not pleased with him today.
I saw him yelling on the sideline. I didn't get the context around it. People were like,
yeah, I'm curious about the context. It was right after a touchdown that the Chiefs scored. So I'm like, part of me thinks he was just like fired up, but like also like, I'm just sick of this shit of like, no, let's go. Like trying to fight.
yeah.
I don't know the context.
I'm curious of the context. We had that. Bo Nix had another weird interaction with Sean Payton on the sideline again today.
Bo needs to chill.
Bo needs to like we give Sean Payton some shit.
An asshole. We know that, but Bo needs to chill.
Bo's in year 2. He hasn't earned. I mean,
did you ever see Drew Brees and Sean Payton going out of the sideline? No.
Bo, there's something there that's kind of like, I get it.
He's too. I think he listened to offseason pundits a little too much. He's like, I am him. I'm him. And he's not him. Certainly not yet, at least. It
didn't even really seem like Sean Payton in that interaction was like coming at him. And Bo just took offense to whatever it was. Or he got just very into that conversation to the point where even Sean Payton's got his hands up like, bro, pump the brakes, chill out, like, daddy, chill.
And Bo's so good at like in the press conferences. He says everything right. He does everything right in press conferences. But his attitude on the field is a little weird this year.
It's weird.
Through 2 games, it's been weird. And Diacola, Bo's a punk, grow up, your attitude sucks. Yeah, it's just like a little weird. Like, dude, you're like 20 games into your career. Can you maybe chill out a little bit and know, like, you don't know everything, maybe?
I mean, Sean Payton's won a Super Bowl. I think he knows how to coach in this league. He's proven he can coach, and you're just like coming at him like in game 20 of your young career. I'm like, come on, man. That's an interesting thing. I'm curious to see what the press conference was after the game about answering around that question, because I haven't heard much about it.
I'm gonna pose you an interesting question when we talk about the Broncos game, Chris, but I'll wait for the Broncos game for that question.
Bo Nix is going to be interesting. So this offseason, the Broncos signed a bunch of dudes. Ooh, sack! Oh, is that a fumble? There we go.
That is a fumble, and that was a free rusher. But
wow.
JJ is not to blame for getting sacked, but also don't fumble.
And his helmet's on his face. There's a turnover there.
That was an absolute breakdown. I don't understand how. Let's take a look at this. The right tackle is like, nah, I'm good. Let's double this interior guy that's never sacked a quarterback before and leave a free rusher. I don't know if it's a mix-up in calls or what it is, but that's an absolute disaster right there. If you're the offensive line of the Vikings, that right tackle doubled the interior like nose tackle that wasn't going anywhere in order to just give a free rush to JJ McCarthy. Like that was like, remember the Titan style where it was like the offensive
let him loose, let him free,
let him go and like hurt the black quarterback. Like that's how bad it was. I'm not trying to make it racial here, guys, but like that's how bad that was right there. I don't understand. I understand like coverages and like you're assigned different spots, but like, can you have some self-awareness? Like, oh, this guy's actually coming. Can I touch him at all? Maybe at least graze him so he doesn't go straight and murder my quarterback.
Yeah, so there you go. It's 2nd and 10 here for Atlanta. It's 14-20. We're in the fourth quarter already.
Storch, that wasn't a blitzer. That was their edge rusher. It wasn't even a blitz.
Oh man!
What a spin. If I was them, it'd definitely be something where he would not be seeing the field for a long, long time.
You're right.
I just saw Bijan spin. I didn't even know a running back was allowed to do that.
Literally, like we watched.
I thought that was illegal. I've never seen a Chiefs running back do that before. Is that allowed?
He's trailblazing the running back position in the NFL.
I knew in Madden it was allowed because that's what I do. I just hit spin all the time. Even if no one's near me, I'm spinning.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I think most teams wish they had a running back like Bijan, like or Saquon, or just another cut. His cuts.
I mean listen, he lost the same amount of yards, but he should have got hit immediately in the backfield there, and he still tried to make a play. Chiefs running backs would
he's shifty
in front of them.
Hey, Scotty.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings are without their Pro Bowl center. He had a concussion. I think he's rolled out. So I think they're taking advantage of the personnel shift.
Coverages aren't being called out as well. And you got obviously I'll basically say a rookie QB because obviously McCarthy.
Well, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, their Pro Bowl center is out. So Minnesota's in trouble.
But at some point,
and he gets no one wants that.
No one wants points.
There's another one. Another sack.
Hey, Scotty, I just got your fumble here. Take it back.
Should we get a sack counter on the screen? I feel like we should just start counting the sacks.
I think that's 9. Number 9 total.
I'm going to put a sack counter on the screen. Why not?
Just absolutely dominated up the middle.
And that dude's getting held the whole way. And still got the sack.
Just ran over him. That guy's backpedaling.
What are we at? 9?
Yeah, it's 9.
O-line is the most important position. And I would say if you have a good O-line, if you have a top 5 O-line, that I would say that's the most important thing you could have on a football team, minus the quarterback. Yeah. There's nothing else more important than having a good offensive line, obviously, except for the quarterback. Quarterback's important too. But you can have a great offensive line with an average quarterback. Hello, Eagles. And still win Super Bowls, Chris.
You can. That's something you can do. Somehow, some way.
I mean, as I was watching the Chiefs Eagles today, I was just like, unless we sent 8 guys, Jalen Hurts had. I don't even know if you would consider it. I was questioning whether the Chiefs were allowed to rush, like if it was legal in the game.
It wasn't
to rush the quarterback. Maybe they were just like, maybe it's not allowed.
Maybe they thought it was training camp and you're not allowed to touch the quarterback.
He had all day to throw it. He still only threw for 96 yards. That dude's trash. But he's really good at the tush push that won't exist anymore.
That's gone.
There's Pitts with another reception.
Pitts with a 2-yard reception.
Still
on 3rd and whatever that was.
Pitts is still
interesting.
Ass game alert.
Right.
He's still.
We got Tony Romo coming out for another field goal.
Tony.
His last name's Romo. I don't know what his first name is.
Tony.
Is it Drew?
He grew a goatee as well. Interesting.
That helmet is. I think they had to find a kid's helmet.
His name is Parker, by the way.
Parker Romo.
Thank you for telling me, but I didn't ask.
And it is.
And he drills it. This dude, Koo is done. Koo is dead.
He's
Atlanta.
cooked.
He gone.
I mean, 5 field goals from a guy that was he on the streets last week? I don't even know.
Bagging groceries to kicking field goals within a week.
They're going to make another movie about it, like Kurt Warner.
Koo just put his resume on Indeed and ZipRecruiter. Hey, you got to get it out there. I hope it's updated. I hope he's ready to go. He just has to not put that he runs straight up on the ball when he kicks.
I would never hire a guy that doesn't understand, why it's not smart to run straight on a field goal.
Yeah.
I would never hire him.
Yeah.
Can't.
Just leave that off the resume. That's one of those things you omit from your resume to make yourself look a little bit better whenever you're applying for jobs. Everyone does it.
Right now we've had 7 field goals in this game. 0 touchdowns. 7 field goals. But the game is still in balance. I mean, listen, 15-6, but if you remember Monday night last week, the Vikings were in a bad spot and put up a tremendous fourth quarter. So I hope it's not going to be as entertaining as last Sunday night, obviously, Chris.
Nope. It's going to be
Bills Ravens from last week.
Nothing's beating that.
Nothing's beating that.
No, especially when it's it's Lamar versus Allen and it's Penix versus McCarthy. A little different.
Yeah. No, I mean there's nothing that's gonna beat that. I mean that might be the best game that we'll see in a long time. There's gonna be some good ones.
Entertaining. What was entertaining today, and I'm not saying either team is good, but the Cowboys Giants game was super entertaining. I'm not sure either team's good, but it was entertaining.
Kind of like the Steelers Jets game from week 1.
Exactly. Points are sometimes good. It's sometimes fun to score points. I don't know.
So we have our sack counter at 9, our field goal counter at 7. Which is going to be more by the end of the stream? Sacks or field goals?
Well, at this point, it's going to be sacks. Because there's going to be more sacks, and field goals are quickly. No, the Vikings can still settle for a field goal. They're only down 9. So.
I feel like that'd be one heck of an odds thing to bet on for like a game. Like, will there be more field goals or sacks? Like, I feel like the odds on that would be pretty cool for some games.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're only counting by threes.
I feel like usually 7 field goals would take the cake on sacks, but not in this game.
Nope. And then he brings it out and gets rocked.
8 up. Didn't even make it to the 20. So now we're seeing kick returns again this year, right? Which is what the league wanted. Does that change much for you, Doc or Chris? Like watching a kick return?
I mean,
does that improve the product a lot for
me,
you?
No. Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
It doesn't move the needle a ton. I mean, because here's the thing: like, we're past the days of the Devin Hester where it was electric and you were sitting on the edge of your seat every single time there was a kick because you were like, man, there's certain dudes around the league that you just wanted to watch. That just doesn't really exist anymore. So I'm like,
it could start to exist again.
Like Turpin. I feel like it takes away from guys like Turpin and those guys that are electric in their own way. Like special teams is their best way that they perform. But yeah, they're pretty good wide receivers. Like you send him deep, but on kick returns, you're not getting 107-yard kick returns anymore. You're just not. Yeah. And that was one of the most electrifying plays in the whole game. And you no longer can get those. So
yeah, it's kind of middle of the road for me. I'm with you guys. It doesn't really move the needle too much.
I'm not upset that they've made these rules because like
right.
It hasn't hurt the game by any stretch, but like I don't know if it moves the needle a lot one way or the other, but
no.
I'm fine with it.
But I mean, like, when's the last time you were like, okay, you see Hester's there, and you're like, how much would I bet he runs it back? How many times have you had that? Like, especially with these new rules, like, I don't think you're really going to get to see that anymore. So I do think it takes away a little bit of the electricity, like the electric feel for some of it. But I understand the safety portion of it.
Big throw, JJ overthrows him.
That was not JJ. That was to Naylor.
Well, JJ with the big throw. I meant that was yeah.
Oh, it's confusing.
They have too many.
His name's JJ.
JJ to JJ,
and then you have JJ.
Yeah,
I thought you meant they were throwing to JJ. That wasn't his throw. He had him there. Giving him, if you're a quarterback and maybe you learn the longer you are in the league, underthrow things a little bit. If nothing else,
worst case scenario,
perfect,
it's a flag.
Underthrow, it's
best
a flag.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the guy's beat, he's gonna commit pass interference. So give your guy a chance to make the catch.
Punt here, and we will see if there's any return. Nope, waves it off, and that is a fair catch for the Atlanta Falcons to take over and collect some more sacks for our sack counter. Let's see, my favorite game ever, Colts Broncos 2022. Thanks, appreciate that, B Smoke. Appreciate that.
I don't recall that game, but it couldn't have been good. Those were two bad teams. What happened in that game?
It's
somebody had to win.
I think that was the one where the Broncos wasn't that devastating fashion too, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on.
I don't. It can't be that devastating because you were never making the playoffs.
Oh, 12-9. No,
12-9 was
12-9. Final overtime. Let's see. Broncos. Yeah, 3 field goals, 1 in each of the 3 first quarters, and then the rest of the game. Field goals for the Colts starting in the second quarter and on. So, pretty rough game.
I think I weirdly took the Vikings in this game. Not weirdly, but like this might be my second miss of the week. If I would have one more win. Where am I at in the standings? I'm Medusa.
Medusa's doing well.
25-4. That's wild. I should be 23-6, so I'd still be back a little bit, but it's been a good week.
You're only 2 back.
Medusa's in the 99th
lot of time.
percentile. Crushing. 4 losses on the season. Doing some good stuff, Medusa.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else do we got here?
Are we gonna have a Sunday night football game that doesn't have a touchdown scored? Is that what we're looking at right now?
I'm glad I didn't. I mean, we have 2 quarterbacks that one of no touchdown passes, 220. What did I say last time? Earlier on when we first started, I think I was at 225, and I think it's at 228 right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think that we've only seen 5 passing yards from these quarterbacks since we started streaming in the second half. It's like, what?
Bruh.
What is happening?
JT with a good question. What do you guys think about the Colts owner in the sideline
That was
taking
weird.
notes, listening to play calls?
That was weird. Was that? Did you see that?
Not during the game because I was mostly focused on the Chiefs game. But afterwards, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. She. In a quick glance, I was like, "What's Katy Perry doing on the sideline of the Colts game, listening in on this, writing things down?" I'm like, "What is she writing down? Like, is she gonna take? What is she gonna do with those notes? How does she like? Is she gonna go into like the coach's room and be like, "Hey, I saw you called this play." I don't know what she was doing. I love that she's engaged and involved, so shout out. But I'm like, what are you gonna do?
No,
with
I think it's terrible.
that?
Doesn't matter who it is, an owner. You hire people
To do
trusting
those.
they know what they're doing. You don't. You own the football team. You don't know football. Like,
So the thing that goes with that, Scotty, is that she did that her whole life. With
did what? Did what? Exactly?
She was involved in like with the headphone stuff since she was since when she was a kid. She always wanted to know what was going on, what's the play calls, stuff like that. So it's just the fact that she's now owner. But there's like a whole article on it. It's just an issue now because she's an owner. But they've done that for years, where her and her dad would listen in on play calls and stuff. They wouldn't like. It's not like they're going in there and like saying, "Hey, you made a bad play call." It's just because her quote was, "We want to make sure that they understand, like they know what the play call is and stuff like that. Like, are you making the right calls?" Without telling them to their face, basically micromanaging without telling them to their face. There's like a whole article on that.
But I think that's still micromanaging.
Absolutely.
Micromanaging.
Absolutely.
And I don't.
I agree with you.
I
just
don't.
saying what the article said.
She could be brilliant at whatever, at knowing plays and play calls, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're the owner, that's not your role. That's not your role.
Right.
And I just don't like it, regardless of who it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care how smart you are. I don't think that's good. That's a good setting for the coach. I don't think that's a good setting for the players. I think that takes away from a lot of things.
I mean, yeah.
It makes things awkward and uncomfortable.
Couldn't she request to do that from like the box? Like, hey, I just want to listen in the box and just kind of like, listen in on and be a part and be engaged with it, and like, but you don't have to be on the sidelines with it, right? Like, be
as someone that has worked for a professional organization where ownership and people that aren't involved in the baseball side get too involved, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So you shouldn't do it. You should trust the people you hire. If you're that smart, find the right people to hire. Now, obviously, she just took over, right? Like, so maybe that's she just doesn't believe in them. I don't know. But frankly, as an owner, I mean, people give Jerry shit all the time for being too involved, right? But all of a sudden now it's okay. No, I don't think it's okay for anybody to be that involved.
Well, the funny thing is, Scotty, you want to know what Steichen said about it?
Yeah, tell me.
Ooh, big play here.
As far as football, she's around and she understands it. When you talk football with her, she gets it. She understands it. She goes over the defensive stuff, the offensive stuff. She's been involved since I've been here on day one. Very hands-on, and she's been tremendous. I think she's going to do a phenomenal job.
But
yeah,
let me take the caveat of that. I'm not doubting that she doesn't know things. And
Go ahead, just say it. Just say it.
She's the owner. He's the coach. What is he supposed to say?
Right, exactly. I hate this.
That's my boss. You can't sell out your boss. You have to, yeah. So of course he's gonna say that. And I'm not saying she may be really, really smart, but that's not your role as an owner. I don't think that should ever be a role.
It's a trap
to get that involved.
There you go, SDG.
You're right.
I feel like a lot of people take it as like a gender thing. It's not a gender thing.
No, it's not.
Male, female, anybody.
It's a hierarchy. It's a hierarchy thing. It's a hierarchy thing.
Owners should run operations and make sure they're doing the right things to make money. And like, if it's a failed team, yeah, let's find out a new coach and this and that. But not like game to game. Like, why are we running this? Why are we running that? Like, you're hindering the coach so much during that.
STG, with respect to her father, he was too drunk and high to know what to believe.
Honestly,
I mean, rip.
He had some
stuff going on.
Some issues.
What's up, Medic? How we doing? We're talking about We're talking about week 2. We're talking about all the things happening in week 2. We're watching this game. We got Atlanta Falcons and Vikings going at it right now. Black Market says this is the ultimate kickoff. Yeah, it is, because we haven't had a single touchdown. We have 7 field goals in this game. Soon to be 8. We're going to probably have another one. Here very soon. So, we'll see. But we're going to be talking all the other games afterwards. By the way, if you guys are here for the first time joining us, hit that follow button. We are needing some follows, because if we get a bingo on this square, this bingo box right here, make sure you guys are here, because we're going to be gifting out a sub to the community. If you get a bingo, if you have 3 bingos, we'll gift out 3 subs. That's how that works. So you guys can help influence. You get the game that's not helping us at all. And then we're going to,
Atlanta plus 4.5 looks good.
Atlanta plus 4.5.
On that, I'm not sure.
No.
Maybe if Bijan, if Atlanta plus 4.5, and if Bijan can somehow get a TD here, like on a long run, then we just need subs.
Then we need.
It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. And then Pitts to grab some ass,
Well, that doesn't make a bingo, but sure, Chris. You are focused on.
Followers, Atlanta plus 4.5, cross diagonal, and then Pitt's ass.
Oh, followers as well. You're right.
Yeah, see?
We could have a double bingo.
Double bingo. Penix tossing a pick would be a good way to fill out your bingo card. We'll take what we can get at this point, Black. We'll take what we can get.
It's been a rough bingo card. I imagine last week it was just loaded up.
Oh, last week we gifted out 4 subs last week. We had everything.
When you have a game with both teams eclipse 40, I'm sure everything was going great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did I just see Taylor Swift skull in the crowd there?
100%. What did you saw? 100%.
What?
There was someone dressed up in a pink and purple Minnesota Viking armor that said Taylor Swift skull.
Yeah.
She's got influence. Another big run here. I mean,
Algier
getting in on some of the action. For all you guys who have those handcuffs out there in your fantasy leagues.
I would take Algier. I would take anybody. I would take just a human body as a running back for the Chiefs right now.
Hey, you can take Caleb Johnson off of our hands. There you go.
I would take anything with a pulse to be back there.
I don't think our running backs know you. The goal is to avoid the defenders. It's not.
Wow.
Algier getting after it with another nice run. All right, now that we're at the 20, go ahead and put in Bijan so we can get a TD.
Big dose of Bijan and Tyler is happening. You guys should watch the Netflix original series Running Point for a comedic view on this exact conversation of the owner being on the sideline. Is that's the one I think? I haven't heard of that. Running Point. Okay, check that out.
I haven't heard of that either.
Heard that Virginia Tech fired their coach today after a terrible showing last night, as well as UVA. Fan, I'm sad. I wanted them to still be terrible when they play them in November. Okay.
I don't think a coach getting fired is going to make them any better or worse.
Yeah.
Still be
kind of
certainly not this year.
Yeah.
BT is down bad.
We don't have any good college teams here, Chris. CU already out.
CU's done. CSU almost lost to UNC the other day.
Yeah, not a good look.
Not a good look.
Pitt lost to West Virginia.
How's Air Force doing? I mean, is Air Force our only hope at a bowl game this year? I don't even know if they're any good. How good is Air Force this year? Notre Dame.
I think CSU has a shot because they actually played decent their week 1 against Washington. They only lost by like 14 or 17 against Washington on the road, which I was like, I'll take that, actually. And then they barely beat UNC, but they weren't focused. Focus in. CU, Dion after the game was like, yeah, we're getting beat up. We suck. And I'm like, yeah. What are you going to do about it? I feel like Dion deflects all blame.
Dion has gone a little...
He's not good at accepting responsibility, which as a coach is not a good trait. Listen, I understand you lost the Heisman winner. You lost your son as the quarterback. I thought CU would be worse this year than they were last year. That makes sense. You lose the Heisman Trophy winner. You lose, a quarterback that was, shattering records in a single season. But he still just doesn't take responsibility of things. He's like, yeah, we suck, and I'm mad about it, and we're terrible. And I'm like, but you're the guy in charge of this.
Yeah. Well, earlier this week he was answering some questions really strange. They asked him about having a number one quarterback. A lot of teams have a number one quarterback. He's like, who's got a number one quarterback in this country? Who's got one? I'm thinking to myself, I'm listening on the radio. I'm like, a lot of teams have that. There's a lot of teams that have a true number one quarterback because there was quarterback controversy of who's going to start this week and this and that. And then there was a layup question. They asked him, Dion, tell me something you like about each of your quarterbacks. And he came back. He was like, that's a setup. That's a setup question. And then walks off. I'm like, all you have to do is be like, hey, I got 3 really great kids. They're all like, it's easy to bullshit that answer. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
He thought it was a trap. It was a layup. He can't even answer a simple question about saying, hey, say something nice about your quarterbacks. We do that on our show with a little sound drop. I mean, it's easy. We can do that. It's just come up with something, bro. Dion he's a little too... He overthinks some things. Air Force 1-1, week 1, 49-13 win.
That was against Bucknell, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to put that in there.
If they're 1-1, Air Force is already done because they haven't played anybody. So we're out in Colorado. I'm focused on Oregon. Oregon now is my focus.
I mean,
yeah, you're good with that, then.
I'm still a free agent. I still need to make it out to a major college program to watch a game. If anybody in the chat, if you want to invite me out and show me a good tailgate and a great experience at a college football game at your college football stadium,
Come on.
hit me up. Try out. You can. I'm going on the recruiting path right now. You can recruit me all you want. I'm open. It's not.
Come on out to Penn State.
It's not hard.
Yeah, come on out to Happy Valley.
Medic, where are you?
Happy Valley's gonna be Sad Valley in a couple weeks
Hey, that's fine.
when Oregon comes to town.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, well, yeah, I might have to go to that game.
Oh my gosh. Look, that would have been a 2-yard loss for a Chiefs running back, and Bijan made it like 4th and 1, and it makes me so upset.
Bijan footwork needs to be on Dancing with the Stars.
I'm so mad.
Look at him hop around, dodging, dip, dive, dodge. He could dodge a wrench
watched
and
dodgeball a lot as a kid.
he could dodge a wrench and he could dodge a ball. You know what I'm saying? He can do it all.
Is there any way we could legally just sneak him under the
Kidnap.
rulings and he could just be the Chiefs running back? Because I want someone who can get 5 yards.
Is he?
Even.
I've been watching some Bijan Robinson
has
tonight.
more yards than Minnesota tonight. Look at that stat. He's got 4 more yards than the Minnesota offense.
I told you.
Bijan LaDainian Robinson. I'm not gonna lie. I've watched.
Is this the right call? Is this the right call? Yeah. It's if you kick a field goal, it's still
Analytics probably tells them yes.
Flag. It's on the defense.
I think that's offsides.
Is that defense?
Yeah. That's offsides.
It is.
Ooh.
Look at
Okay.
them calling offsides. Now, false starts don't exist if you're the Eagles, but it's fine.
Listen, all I know is when you two go and do about your teams, I'm gonna go make myself a snack because you guys got a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to get off our chest.
I'm not thrilled with my team, but I'm more upset with people not recognizing what's going on here. That's fine. Ooh.
Yeah. So okay, there it is.
That was offsides. He jumped.
1st and goal for the Falcons. This could be our first touchdown of the night.
Why is Bijan at in? My son has Bijan on his team.
Me too.
So watching Bijan put on this clinic here, I'm not gonna lie. I've watched a lot of Saquon. I've watched a lot of. We see some good running backs across the league. I can say that Bijan's the most fun to watch. The way he runs with the football and the shiftiness, the cutbacks, the footwork and the hop. He's so much fun to watch. Like sometimes running backs are so sometimes running backs are so boring to watch. At least maybe in Denver and Kansas City, and it's just like
Definitely Kansas City.
straight up the middle, or and there it is, touchdown.
To the wrong guy. First touchdown of the game.
Tyler Algier.
We got a touchdown in the game.
We got one. We finally got one.
ATL Lab.
ATL Lab. Okay.
Chris, to solidify what you said, even Saquon said that Bijan's the future and he's more exciting than he is.
I love Saquon is solid. We saw the backwards leap. That was always one of the best highlights to think back on the last year. But still, watching in this boring game of what it has been, you're watching Bijan do some things that you haven't seen since like the LT days. Like he's an electric running back to watch, man.
He's not quite LT for me, but he's really, really good. And someone said JT Tyler would be good on KC. Yeah, I would take Tyler Algier, their backup running back, in a second. He would definitely be better than anyone we've had in the last 6 years. It sucks that we can't find a running back. It can't be that hard, but we can. I don't want to get into that too much.
Bijan didn't get rewarded as a touchdown. I know parlayers are pissed.
I know.
I mean, anytime touchdown for Bijan is getting just.
Dude did all that work today and doesn't even get a touchdown.
All
of that work.
People are not happy. Let's just say that. I mean, he's got yardage. So for all you fantasy people out there, at least he's got the yardage. But you wanted a touchdown.
He's only, to be honest, I mean, he's got 20 points in fantasy PPR without a TD, which is good. But with a TD, that's real good.
And I'm not saying he's
Just
in
one, maybe two.
I'm not comparing him to LT from like a production standpoint. I'm just saying like just the style of how he plays.
Yeah,
it's more.
I knew what you were saying. I just still think LT was a little more electric than Bijan, but we haven't had a guy like that in a while. And Bijan, Jameer's real nice. Don't get me wrong. Jahmyr Gibbs has a little bit of that in him. Saquon is just an athletic marvel. It's kind of different with Saquon because he's just a beast of a human being.
Is it kind of the difference, and maybe we're not looking at the levels of but like the difference between like a LeBron and a Kobe. LeBron's like a physical specimen that's just good at being physical, like a Saquon, and then Bijan is that finesse, that Kobe, that he has that little kind of
skill.
Yeah, it's more
like you can't just do it with your athleticism. I mean, he obviously has athleticism, don't get me wrong, but like you have to create a little more. Like, no, does anyone else have the thighs of Saquon? I don't know. I don't think so.
AJ Dillon, but that's about it.
But Saquon can actually run a 40 under like 6 seconds, which AJ Dillon can't. That's the one discrepancy there. But yes, AJ Dillon has massive thighs.
His thighs are the size of my torso, dude. It's like not even.
You want to know something funny about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is that?
It's AJ Dillon. I was the Quad Squad subscriber of the month for him last year.
No shot. The Quad Squad.
Nice little trophy you got there. Let's go.
The squad, the Quadzilla.
How do you earn that, by the way?
So I was his top. I gave the most gifts, and I was like the most like outgoing in his chat, welcoming people in and stuff. So he used to give that away.
Okay.
All right. Nice, Doc.
Quad
I also
Squad.
have his rookie cleat somewhere.
So you're just like a big closet AJ Dillon fan. not even closet. Actually,
No, just a fan.
Just a huge
good guy.
fan of AJ Dillon.
Maybe we should.
Is he
Tries
still?
hard, loves the game.
I actually don't mean this in a bad way. Is he still with Green Bay, or is he?
No.
Where's he at now?
He's in Philly.
Oh, he did. Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
right.
Scott, I think I found out our new thing. We should create trophies for our mods, sign them, and send them out, and have like a little, a thing for so that we can do our part too to support.
I thought we were already doing that. Chris, where are you at?
Damn. I dropped the ball on that one. I guess I dropped the ball.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes, 18 seconds in this one. Gonna take a miracle. Technically, it's a 2-score game.
They're flashing, flashing Kirk Cousins out there. JT Kirk Cousins is available.
2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions would tie this game up, but
any late heroics from Minnesota? Hawkinson, first down there.
Stiff arm.
Hawkinson that's a sighting for him. He's done nothing through 2 weeks.
Where's Rec at, by the way? He's on a. We banned him.
I'm actually surprised that anyone would be concerned about that.
I mean,
we murdered him.
He gone.
Shot him.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. No.
The old Yeller treatment, huh, Scotty?
We took him into the woods, and JJ on the run, throws, and completed to JJ. JJ to JJ.
I finally got some points. Let's go.
You got Jettas?
Yeah, I got stuck with him in the 9th pick. Nobody wanted to take him because McCarthy being the quarterback, so I said, I'll bite the bullet.
What's up, Corin?
Oh,
Doggy.
I mean, at 9, that's fine.
Yeah,
no,
right.
He hasn't a good game. He had a good game last week, though. He got a tutty and
Big
Yeah, I got
throw.
him at 9.
Oh, it
I had-
intercepted.
but
And
there's a
Flag on the play. Flag. He does Watts with the interception, but I don't know where this is.
JJ throwing to there.
I mean, he can still wave to them anyway. He can
He's
still say
leaving.
bye,
No,
but-
well, he's JJ's leaving the field. so-
Illegal shift offense. Penalties declined. Interception.
Ball game. Let's get into recap.
Let's get into recaps. Breast milk. Breast milk. Sometimes I just pick and choose what part of your username I want to say. Sometimes it just catches me with the awkward parts. I have no idea if you're joking about Rec or not. He's on a mission trip in like Uganda or something for like 3 weeks. So he's gonna be out for a little bit. But he'll be back in I think a week and a half or something like that. I don't know. Something around that.
I'm not keeping track, Chris.
Well, yeah, yeah.
But good for him. Hope he enjoys his time in Africa.
Yep, he's doing his thing.
I do.
He's doing his thing. Is Hawkins still with Minnesota?
What was that question?
Is Hawkinson still with Minnesota? No. Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever to be seen.
I think she meant to say nowhere to be seen.
Oh, he's nowhere to be
Oh.
seen. I'm trying to figure out.
They
he
took
hasn't-
Bijan out. That's why Algier got the touchdown.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're gonna sit Bijan from this point on.
Yep, they're
obviously-
waving the white flag. This is pulling in. Yeah, it's been bad. All right, so let's get to the chat, and then we are going to get to all the recaps because this game is over. We'll put a final bow on this once we get through the chat. He should be back tomorrow unless he now becomes a citizen of. He's back tomorrow already. He's been gone. I feel like he was supposed to be
Feels
gone
like he
longer.
should be gone longer. Is there any way he can stay there for a bit?
I had no idea.
Just till like I don't know, roughly February.
Just till February.
Wreck the missionary, such a patient man. Well, he has to be patient also if he's a Steelers fan too. Which
Hey, wrong
Actually,
wrong.
he connected on his dating site with someone in Africa, so that's why he went out there.
he's been lying to us this whole time. He's actually on a long date.
He's made a connection.
He's not big on long distance relationships, guys.
It's just in Africa.
Yeah.
But I hope he finds love.
Guys, we're gonna get into our recap. So if you guys are in the chat, we need you to hit that follow button. Also, if you guys are just chilling, watching, not even just kind of lurking in the background, let us know who your teams are. Hit that follow button so we can get to know you a little bit better. There's a lot of you guys hanging out with us. We want you here every Wednesday when we do our previews and every Sunday when we watch Sunday Night Football and recap all the games of the week. So be sure to hit that follow button so you know when we go live each and every single week. But let's do one little recap. What's up, Milwaukee? It's been a long time, man. How you been?
He's doing great with his Packers right now.
He's yeah. The Packers are doing okay for you. They're Milwaukee's.
More than okay.
So let's put a bow on this game. Falcons are going to get this win. Minnesota will drop. Both teams are going to be 1-1 after this one. So takeaways. What do we got?
I think I saw flashes. I thought in the fourth quarter of the Vikings last week that I thought maybe they carry momentum. They did not. Falcons.
I think
the Falcons are going to make the playoffs in the NFC. I don't know how far they can go, but they are definitely to me a playoff team in the NFC. They could have easily won last week. That was a back and forth game, obviously with the Bucks and a missed field goal that could have taken to overtime. I think the Falcons are a legit playoff team, gonna make it. Vikings, a lot of question marks right now. Obviously they overachieved record-wise last year and flamed out in the playoffs. JJ's got to be better. 6 points isn't good enough. obviously. So I think there's way more questions with the Falcons than the Vikings. The Vikings than the Falcons. I think the Falcons are a playoff team in the NFC. I think the Vikings are not. I don't. After watching tonight, I know they came back and beat the Bears, but we watched the Bears get annihilated by the Lions this week. So Vikings might end up being a really bad football team.
I mean, here's the thing. The Atlanta Falcons, sure, they only put up field goals. They held a Minnesota team. It is J.J. McCarthy, but they held this Minnesota team, which has some talent, to 6 points in this game. So the defense did its job. You have Michael Penix Jr. not turning the ball over, not hurting them in a game where it would absolutely be a factor, but only one turnover in this game from the Atlanta Falcons, but no interceptions. It was just a fumble lost. So generally across the board, I mean, if you're managing game and Michael Penix isn't hurting you with interceptions and turning the ball over, you got to like what you see. I mean, you got Bijan, you got Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts, which I should get ass game. I should check that off the board because kind of was.
Atlanta plus 4.5 is going to hit.
That's going to hit.
Game. We can still get a bingo tonight.
With the followers, guys.
Yep.
That's
all we need.
We need 6 more follows, and we'll gift out a sub to the community on the spot. Guys, hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. That's a way to get gifted sub and get all of that action here in the lab. So, yeah, there you go. Otherwise, yeah,
poor doggy. I am not saying that JJ can't be good. I'm just saying right now.
Asking for a friend.
Hey, football wife. Hey, how we doing?
Oh, what's up, football wife?
It's been
just a toe. It's not a big deal. Anyone can give up a toe. It's not like you're not giving up a kidney or a liver or something like that. You're just giving a toe.
Yeah, just
for a guy.
It's something that they're gonna find out. It's either gonna be something really serious where he's out 3 months, or it's something where he's gonna try and have to manage it week by week.
Right. I did
cross
hear
your fingers and your toes.
if they have to do surgery, it is 3 months.
Yeah.
Which basically eliminates him from the season.
Yeah, that puts him. Yeah.
But that's if it's surgery, which who knows at this point.
Yeah. 3 months. Hey, football wife. What's your panic button on a scale of 1 to 10?
She's saying he's going to be out 3 months. She knows it's surgical.
He's got torn ligaments.
I feel. Oh my goodness.
That's
must have pumped, but
that's how they might talk.
the kid and all of a sudden the over's getting really scaled. I know we're still a ways away, but it's like they're really trying to get some points on the board late in this game.
As a Bengals fan, watching a quarterback, if a quarterback got hurt, not even as a Bengals fan, if you had a great quarterback and they got hurt because of their toe, would that not be the most frustrating injury ever? You're like, it's just a toe. Figure it out, man. Like, figure it out. It's just a toe.
Football wife.
But I get it. I'm not saying he's like soft or anything like that, but I would just be so frustrated. Like, a toe?
Like that's
the injury we go down with? Is a toe?
Yeah. Yeah. Football wife, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being hit it like I'm like this is the worst thing that could possibly happen. We're in a lot of trouble. 1 being I'm not worried at all. Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10 with the Bengals? What's the pulse like for you on the Bengals? I'm curious.
I mean, Browning made some bad throws, but he made a lot of good throws.
I feel like Browning
and he's really good at getting BS pass interference calls.
I mean,
there's that. No offense, football wife, but that game.
I'm at a 6 right now.
It doesn't matter.
A 6? Yeah, a 6. Okay, that's fair. I mean, because I think Browning can go in and I think he can manage some games.
Well, that was 2 years ago where they started off slow, and then Burrow got hurt, and then Browning came in and they finished, I think, 9-8. Browning's a good backup option, and let's keep in mind you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You got some options to throw to.
I mean,
so
they still
part
hung
of me is
around.
like, and I said it before the stream. Part of me is like, is Jake Browning better than Joe Burrow? I say that, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't actually believe that, but I think Jake Browning's a pretty solid backup option.
He's held his own. He's held his own. Jameis Winston could be a stopgap. Jameis Winston, by the way, he had another. He's the best dude in the like. He's my favorite dude. He was asked in the locker room about being like the third option or whatever, and he, of course, as he always does, comes out and Jameis Winston's like, "I'm here to help my team win. This is the best thing I could do," and like he's just the best, man. He's the best.
Nick says Browning his ass. He threw a couple tutties, 241 yards today. After getting in pretty late, so
hey, that's 2. We need 5 more follows, guys, and then we hit a bingo, which we could gift out a sub to the community. That would be incredible. Rhett, who's your team and where are you from? Like to get to know you a little bit. Welcome in. Good to have you.
I will say, just objectively, Jake Browning 7.5 yards per attempt today. Joe Burrow 5.8 yards per attempt. Joe Burrow on 15 dropbacks got sacked twice. Jake Browning on 33 dropbacks got sacked once. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Anything, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying these are the numbers. I'm just reading off numbers. That's all. That's all.
All right. So we have a lot to get to. There was a lot of games happening in the NFL this week. So we want to go back. We want to go and kind of review everything that took place and see, what are the major takeaways from each game. We do this every single Sunday after the Sunday Night Football game, and this week is no exception. So let's dive in. We're going to review what our best bets did this week and see how those went. And then we'll do our contest rankings and see where those are at as well. But first, let's dive into all the week 2 action so you guys can, if you missed any games, we got you covered. We'll fill you in and we got you taken care of. So, all right, dive in and let's start out. We have Bills and Jets in this game to start us out, Scotty. And this game wasn't competitive. It wasn't as close as the score indicated. We did actually have a concussion in this game that knocked out Justin Fields at a certain point, but it was already over even with that being the case. They ran over the division rivals on the road in the New York Jets Stadium, and it was just a carryover from what they did in their first game. Just a worse opponent here. But Scotty, your thoughts on this game? What did you see?
Not a lot of thoughts outside of everyone was fooled a little bit, I think, by week 1 Jets and Steelers.
Yep.
Oh, all of a sudden
overreaction.
Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers are actually good. Now we see maybe not so much. I mean, the leading passer in this game for the Jets was Tyrod Taylor with 56 yards passing. Not always a great feature for your team. Josh Allen didn't have to do anything. Jared Cook ate a lot, did great. A couple tutties, 132 yards. Bills just overmatched them. Bills are clearly the better team. I still wonder how good the Bills are. I think the Bills are very, very good and in contention. I don't think the Bills are as good as the Ravens at this point. I know they beat the Ravens last week, but I will say to my deathbed, right now, the Ravens and the Packers, to me, through 2 weeks, are the best teams in football, even though the Ravens lost the Bills. But credit the Bills. They took care of business against a bad team, did what they had to do. Didn't have to work that hard. Josh Allen had a weird play where he I don't know if he broke his nose. He was just blood was rushing from his nose.
Yeah.
That was weird, but he's fine. Their team's fine. They're healthy. The Bills are going to be certainly a threat and dangerous. And they took care of business like they should have against a team in the Jets that they are who we thought they were. Like if Justin Fields
But they
is
are
hurt,
who we thought they were.
that might be a blessing in disguise for the Jets. They need to be like
they need
number
to
one pick.
they need to be bad. I was gonna say the same thing. My takeaway: both these teams are who we thought they were. They're back to where they needed to be. New York didn't convert a single third down. They went 0 for 11 on the day and didn't reach the end zone until Tyrod Taylor came into the game with 4 minutes to go. So this game wasn't close. Also, Jets quarterback Justin Fields got hurt, left the game, had a negative 41.6 completion percentage over expected, the lowest in the NFL, minimum 10 passing attempts since at least 2016. Sunday's game was the first time in Super Bowl era that the Jets allowed 4+ passing touchdowns and 200+ rushing yards in consecutive home games. So, not great. The defense, a little bit of a struggle. By the way, Rhett, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. There you go. Okay, welcome in.
Let's go.
Scotty obviously is a Chiefs fan as well.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We're 0-2.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
What else do we have here? Ravens, James Harden at quarterback, scary team. Show it when it matters. That's fair. You're not
Nick. We certainly agree with that.
We've been
I'm
saying that
right now. The Ravens are good, but the Ravens will never be good in the playoffs. I understand that.
Yeah, Rodgers cost me my 6 for 6 power play today. Sorry about that. Sorry, Scott. All right. So yeah, Bills good. Jets, they are who we thought they were as well. All right, let's get into the Cardinals and the Panthers. Now, this game, I had the Cardinals as my survivor pick this week in a couple of my survivor leagues. Since I didn't pick them last week, I picked them this week.
I think you know that this came down to the wire, Chris.
Well, I turned this game off for a while because,
as you should have.
Before we got on the stream, I was talking to Scotty. I was like, yeah, you missed one game. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, the Cardinals game was a blowout. Hey, they didn't cover. The Panthers didn't cover 6.5. And then he was like, yeah, they did. And I had to go back and look, and I realized, wow, the Carolina Panthers actually put up some points at the end of that game to make it a little closer than it actually was. This game was over pretty early. Cardinals early had turnovers that they forced the Panthers into. They took a 10-0 lead early on. The lead would balloon to 27-3 early in the third quarter. That's why I was like, the Panthers just throw in the towel when it's 27-3. And so then all of a sudden, Bryce Young, poor start, turns into a good finish, started to get in some rhythm, and ended up getting back in this game, Scotty.
They had a chance. They had the ball they had the ball at the 38-yard line of the Cardinals with, roughly just under a minute to go. The Panthers did. So this game was wildly in jeopardy because you're right. The Cardinals open up. 3 plays into the game, I think they caused a fumble and took it in for a touchdown defensively. The next series for the Panthers, I think Bryce Young's arm was hit, and it was a pick for the Cardinals. I was like, oh, dude, that pick's going to never go through for me. The Cardinals are just going to stomp them. But sure enough, somehow, some way, the Panthers came back. I didn't watch it. I don't know. Don't care. The Panthers should be better. The Cardinals aren't that good. I'm not convinced with either of these teams at this point. Both these teams, I think, are pretty poor. I know the Cardinals are now 2-0, but they played the Saints and Panthers. So, pump the brakes. Let's see them beat a good team. I don't know if they can. I don't think they can.
Yeah. And by the way, Bryce Young completed 34 of a whopping 55 attempts for 328 yards and 3 touchdowns. If it weren't for the early issues, the Panthers might have actually come out of on top in this game. So it just the way this game rolled. Cardinals, by the way, joined the 2024 Steelers as the only teams since 2020 to start 2-0 despite having under 300 yards of total offense in each game. So, yeah, Cardinals have some things that they need to work on to have some complete games here, but yeah, this was I was a little shocked when I turned this off and realized, later on tonight that the Panthers made a little run at the end. So shout out to the Panthers for not throwing in the towel when it was 27-3 in this game. What else do we got here? Maybe the Ravens do something in the playoffs this year when the Chiefs missed the playoffs. Says McLovin.
I don't know. We've only had to beat them like once recently because they lose to like the shit Bills or something.
NFC West combined 7-1 record, says Sargent. NFC West.
I don't think the NFC West is special. I think that's a product of schedule.
Yeah, it's a trap. Don't do it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Let's see. And then Rip to Kirk. Yeah, gone too soon. What's up, APC?
Gone too soon. He was shot in the neck at 31.
Yeah, just
That is too soon.
It is too soon. That is true. So yeah. Let's get to the next one though. Bears Lions here in this one. This one got out of hand pretty quickly, Scotty. The Bears tried to hang in there and try to make something happen, but the Lions they are who we thought they were after, a disappointing week 1. Now improved to 1-1, beating the Bears 52-21. So the Bears are who we thought they were.
But they are who we thought they were.
And so that's the thing. After week 1, there's all these overreactions. Then week 2, we start seeing who they really start to become, and that's who we thought they were, right?
I think 2 weeks is also aggressive. I think 4 weeks is really where you can start solidifying something. But the overreaction to the Lions losing last week to the Packers, and don't get me wrong, they look back bad in that game, but I'm like, this is a Lions team that dominated a lot of teams last year and was great. I'm like, you have Bears on a short week at home. So this was one of my picks of the week, and it was barely covered by about 25 points. I don't know.
just cash and checks, cash and tickets.
This felt like a layup to me. I think the Lions are still figuring some things out on both sides of the ball, but against the Bears, Amon-Ra had a feast day. Three tutties,
touchdowns, correct. 115 yards, 3 touchdowns, unguardable.
Yeah, Chairman Tesla has 2 catches in his career, both highlight reel. I saw the one today as well, live. That was nice as well. Dude will never separate, but he can make some insane grabs.
There's a fun fact for you guys in this game. Detroit had more than 500 yards on offense with 5 passing touchdowns and 2 scores on the ground for the first time in franchise history.
Wow.
Repeat that again?
For the first time in franchise history, they had more than 500 yards on offense with 5 passing touchdowns and 2 scores on the ground.
So basically, they just never score 7 touchdowns.
Yes, basically that's what it sounds like.
There it is.
I mean, it's hard to do. 7 touchdowns is a lot. But wow. Congrats, Bears. You did it.
Yeah. The Lions, 52 points, is tied for second most in a game for the Lions all time. Detroit scored 52 points in 2 games in 2024 with Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator. 55-20 win over Chicago on Thanksgiving in 1997. So, yeah. Bears just giving up them points,
Bears are going to be bad. I don't know why they're bad, but they're just bad again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coaching. I mean, obviously they have a new coach.
So hopefully.
Johnson, but they tried to bolster the offensive line. Like nothing's working. Obviously, Caleb Williams not working thus far, but it's not Caleb Williams' fault you gave up 52 points. Damn. Sucks to be a Bears fan.
It could be worse. It could be Browns, but still, it's rough. If you feel cursed if you're a Bears fan at this point. Bears fans just never really have any optimism. And then to start out the season 0-2 in the fashion that they have, it's not great. And again, against division opponents. 0-2 against division opponents to start the season is that's a rough way to start.
79 points given up.
Crazy. Let's see. I think Bears miss Eberflus defensively. Is Johnson another McDaniels?
And it's 2 games, and it's too early.
Well, and we've also seen that there's been so there needs to be some meshing with the quarterback and the coach combo. Like Ben Johnson, we've seen reports that his complicated offense and Williams as the quarterback kind of meshing is a thing. So
more importantly, did you see the report that not only does Caleb Williams paint his nails, he doesn't paint them. He goes to a salon.
You fancy. Oh, you fancy.
Apparently, to get his nails done. And I'm not saying that affects his throwing ability at all, because of course he can still throw the ball. But I don't know. That's a leader of the football team. I'm not trying to be controversial.
Yes, he is dead serious, McLovin. Dead serious.
Oh no, that's absolutely true. What I'm saying. There was a guy that came online and was like, "I just saw Caleb Williams at the same place my girlfriend goes to, at a salon getting their nails done." And he was like, "I wouldn't care if he just did his nails himself, but going to a salon is a little much." Much.
You know, that's what he spends his money on, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the football spins a different style with it. No, I'm just kidding.
Just throw an L on each finger as you keep taking them.
Oh my god, he'd run out of fingers to do that on.
He would.
So the Lions feel like they're back with their offense in a good rhythm. Jared Goff playing well. So yeah,
Lions are gonna be fine. The Lions are gonna make the playoffs, and then I don't know if they'll have home field like they've had before, because the Packers are really good. Obviously.
Well, let me ask you something, Sky, before you continue that.
Yeah.
On the flip side of this game, do you think that Odunze is the real deal, though, after the game he put up against them today?
I've always liked Rome. I think Rome's. I've always been a fan of Rome.
7 for 128 and 2 touchdowns against Detroit.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of the team?
I've always liked Rome.
Yeah.
I've never had questions about Rome Odunze. At Washington, getting the high draft pick he was. I believe in him, but I don't know what's going on with the offensive line. The defense isn't there. I don't know how many pieces you even have on defense. You have, Jalen Johnson? I don't know. It's just the Bears can't seem to ever collect talent at the right time across the mesh where, like, they're actually good. I mean, they haven't been good for 13, 14 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Most teams, you get enough high draft picks, you turn around a little bit. And the Bears, you could argue, have had the worst quarterback history in all of sport, or all the NFL.
NFL, yeah. I think if you put a poll, I think they'd be number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, their best quarterback might be Jay Cutler.
It is.
And
it is.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Statistically, the Bears' best, some of the best offensive stats in certain categories, all belong to Jay Cutler, and that's a problem.
That's not good.
No,
it's not good.
All right.
It's not what you want.
Let's see. Let's go to the next one here, and that's the we have the Browns and Ravens. Browns and Ravens in this one. The Browns get absolutely demolished by the Ravens. I actually was talking to Scotty before this game started. I was like, you know what? The Ravens were 11.5 favorites. I saw it balloon up to 12.5 right before the game started this morning, and I was like, all right, maybe I saw an opportunity to take 11.5. knowing that the Baltimore Ravens were the better team. The Browns definitely struggled in this one. And the mobility of Joe Flacco came into play in this one. It's hard to say that you can't. I mean, it's going to be sooner rather than later. I think before the season started, I mentioned as my preview for this division about how the Browns were going to be in a situation where by week 5 or something, they're going to be on to, when we were doing the over-under totals, they're going to be on to different quarterbacks. I would pick the under for the Browns for this reason, because it's not going to go well. They're going to switch to their rookie quarterbacks to see what they got, and they might need to do that sooner rather than later. So when it comes to Dylan Gabriel, a quarterback who fits Kevin Stefanski's offensive approach, I think he's going to be on deck very soon, given the why not? Let's see what the kid's got.
He threw a touchdown pass today.
Yeah, and if that's going to be something that, all right, we're already moving on to get the kids some love. So, but either way, Baltimore still putting up tons of points in the regular season, as they do. The Ravens' 31 second-half points are the third most scored in franchise history, and the most points scored in a second half with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Joe Flacco, again, struggled. 6 of 18 for 24 yards and an interception. 10 Ravens defenders generated a pressure against Joe Flacco. I mean, everyone got a turn. It was a doorknob. Everyone got a pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? So
this is the craziest stat, though.
Well, the yardage in this game does not reflect remotely. Chris, you just described a Ravens dominating performance. The Ravens were not good in this game. I'll say that right now. They won 41-17. They weren't good. They got outgained. Hold on. I left it. Let me get back.
What's up, Bandito? How we doing?
The yardage in this game, Chris, was 323 for the Browns and 242 for the Ravens. I don't know if I've ever seen a team get 242 yards of offense and scored 41 points.
It's weird.
Never happened before.
It's weird.
Well, do you see
The leading rusher for the Ravens today was Derrick Henry with 23 yards.
Yeah, Derrick Henry was a no-show. He didn't.
Well, but that also means Lamar didn't run. Lamar threw for 225. That's fine, but it's nothing crazy. I think this is a very false box score. I think the Ravens played way better last week than they did this week. I think 100%. They didn't play well at all this week. I think they were obviously against an inferior opponent and took advantage of that and ended up, score-wise dominating, but they did not play good football today.
Mm-mm. Well, it didn't help. It helped them that they blocked a punt, a fumble recovery, and an interception.
Yeah,
they really didn't have to do really much. Cleveland beat themselves with the turnovers. And that was the difference in this game.
You have a 24-yard drive for a field goal. You have a 24-yard drive for a touchdown. You have a 5-yard drive for a touchdown. Like, some of these drives that the Ravens got were just a 36-yard drive for a touchdown. Like, none of it was impressive offense today, honestly.
No, the Browns.
Were just the Browns were like, Joe Flacco was like, let me hand it off to you instead. Of handing off to my own guy. So the Browns were an abomination, and the Ravens took advantage of that. But the Ravens didn't listen. They won by a lot, but they were not good today. Not good.
Yeah, 81 yards in the first half, Scotty. 81 yards.
Yeah.
Browns defensive plan succeeded in their goals, and their offense just sucked. There's Bandito. By the way, guys,
if they had an offense, this game was completely different. If they actually had an offense.
Great to have you in, Bandito. By the way, anyone else, guys, if you're lingering in the background, hanging out, lurking, hit that follow button. I think Black Market in the chat earlier said this is kind of a fun place to be talking sports. We would love to have you here.
Code yellow, real quick.
Code yellow in the chat. I can plug our Discord as well. Make sure the Discord go join that. The link is in the chat. Go join us whenever we're not online. We're always talking sports, breaking news, any kind of new things happening. Spam code yellow in the chat. Raven season starts the postseason. Regular season is always good. The Ravens, it starts in the postseason and ends quickly in the postseason as well. So both can be true. Both can be true. That's what they were saying about Russ, and he panicked and had over 400 passing yards and actually played quarterback. Yeah, that was a weird game too. We'll get to that. Don't worry. But yeah, great to have you guys joining us here for the recap for the week 2 of the recaps of all the games that took place earlier on. And if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. We're always answering any kind of questions from any game as we get into those. So Myles Garrett was Myles Garrett. Yep. What else? Yeah. Browns still. I mean, you're gonna start seeing some young dudes back there playing quarterback very, very soon. I'll tell you that right now. It's only a matter of time. Hey, Bandito! Thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate that, Bandito. Good to have you here. Thank you, my friend. Welcome in. Good to be here. All right. Well, let's get on to the next one. Let's go. Come on.
My man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Guys, we all Bandito hit that sub button. If you have a Twitch Prime sub, you could do that as well for free. Not going to cost you anything, and you could sub to the channel. Just link your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account, and you could sub to the channel. I think it's exclamation point Prime in the chat is how you get that. I think that link still works. I haven't tested that in forever, but
Bandito de Cerveza. Is that like a beer thief?
Yeah, Bandito. He's stealing the cerveza sway. Yeah.
Listen, if you don't have to steal beers, we'll send you.
We'll send you some. You know. Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
We'll share.
Okay, next game is gonna light me up here. It's gonna get spicy. Where do we begin? Denver Broncos and the Colts.
They played a game today.
There was a game. We're gonna have 3 spicy takeaways here because Scotty's game, Chiefs lost, Broncos lost, and then Doc's Steelers lost, all in kind of really spicy ways, one way or another. But this game gave me heartburn, gave me anxiety, made me chug a couple drinks, and just realize that football can be a painful thing sometimes. Broncos came into this game with a couple things. One, great defense and an offense that needed to work on some things. And what happened in this game was those things kind of flipped in the sense that the offense came out actually and played some good football, put some points on the board. Maybe not as much yardage in the first half that you would like to see, but still we're pushing the ball down the field, scoring. Broncos get out, and it was literally a horse race in this one. Kind of every time the Broncos.
Oh, I see what you did.
See that? Yeah. See, literally a horse race. You like what I did there? See? Oh, just play on words right there. This was one of the craziest finishes, though. Broncos end up losing this one on a last-second field goal. But I'm going to get to the insane ending here in a second. But I want to preface that this game wasn't necessarily lost all on that last play because you can't always... You have to take a step back, right? And realize this game was lost in a couple other areas of this. One, the defense didn't play up to speed. And this was a defense that was coming in. This was what I was worried about coming into the season. Everyone's hyping them up. And eventually, it's like seeing a movie that everyone's talking about. And then you're just kind of like, yeah, it was good. It wasn't as good as everyone says it was. The defense took a step back from that first week 1 performance against a rookie quarterback that was at home.
You said it was comforting to know now
it was.
The defense is still on the level. And I said,
yeah,
Daddy, chill.
Yeah. And
then here we are.
Daniel
Jones carved you up a little bit.
Now, I will say the offense of the Colts presented some defensive issues that the Broncos need to work on. That's for sure. defensive line was letting Jonathan Taylor run everywhere. At one point, Jonathan Taylor had over 200. He had over almost close to half of the total yards of the Colts just in what he did catching and running the football. It couldn't stop Jonathan Taylor to save their lives. So that was an issue. You had some bad penalties, spiking the ball in the middle of a drive and doing some stupid things that set you back a little bit. You had a lot of different things that really kind of added up to be, along with some poor defensive play, put you in some bad positions. So the interception late in the game, bad pass by Bo Nix. That was not a great pass. Bynum ended up picking that one off in a play that probably didn't need to happen, and it was just a bad throw. So it was a kind of a death by 1,000 cuts in this one. But two things can be true, Scotty. You could beat yourself and still arguably get cheated out of a game in another way as well. So Colts come down, time running out, end up getting a field goal opportunity with a missed field goal. I forgot the missed field goal. Will Lutz, 42-yarder off the right upright. That would have put this game up 5. It would have been out of play for a field goal. They would have needed a touchdown. The Broncos defense probably would have been in a better position at that point as well. I forgot about the missed field goal.
Sure, a better position. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, that being said, 60-yard attempt to win the game and ends up getting shanked to the right. But a flag is on the play as time expires. And there was what do they call it? It was
Leverage.
They called leverage, which in that speed of the game absolutely blows my fucking mind. Because there's no way that a referee, given the replay that they saw on that play, can go back and honestly say, yeah, that was leverage. That was a flag. That was a penalty. 15-yard penalty. Pushed this close enough for the game-winning field goal to be kicked after. And it just, for me, going back, I watched the replay of this, Scotty. Leverage, by the way, for all you guys who are out there, it's Doc, you have it. Do you still have it up?
I do.
Read it out. Read it out for the chat.
All right. It is under Rule 12, Section 3, unsportsmanlike conduct under notes O and P would state jumping or standing on a teammate or opponent to block or attempt to block an opponent's kick or apparent kick, and placing a hand or hands on a teammate or opponent to gain additional height to 1, block or attempt to block an opponent's kick or apparent kick, or 2, attempt to jump through a gap to block an opponent's kick or apparent kick.
Okay.
End quote.
Thank you. So on this play, I've watched this replay multiple times. The center snaps the ball and goes straight down. The opposing player just is trying to push forward, ends up being, based off of the position of the center, kind of on top of him, and then a player next to him goes up and tries to block the ball at an angle towards that player, but he doesn't actually come over far enough for me to justify that being a leverage play. The fact that we have to slow that down and look at it and be like, no, like that's kind of a ticky-tack thing, makes me wonder what they were just throwing a flag to throw a flag because they kind of thought they saw it. And that's just something that really fired me up after this game, where I just could not fucking figure this shit out of how you could throw that fucking flag. So now I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, yeah, they lost this game earlier on in the fourth quarter. I get it. But they should have won that game. They should have won that game, Scotty. And I was just sitting there in disbelief. It was kind of like going back to that Chiefs game last year where they ended up blocking that last field goal. And it's just, to go and experience this one. It was tough, man. It was tough.
Listen, if I was a fan of the Broncos, I would be sick to my stomach as well. And I would find every angle to find like why that was a bullshit call and like that's bullshit and we were robbed. But when you look at it all service level in this game, the Colts were the better team in this game, yardage wise by a lot.
Yep.
I agree. That actually the biggest moment in the game was actually not that call, but the missed field goal by Lutz that he should have made to make it a, so the Colts had to score a touchdown late in that game. I don't think obviously the Broncos defense didn't play very well in this game. They got pretty much dominated from the start. If you look at yardage, it's not close. The Colts dominated yardage, total yardage, as I'm trying to pull it up here, 473 to 324. That's a big discrepancy. 473 yards with an elite defense is not good.
Not good,
right? Especially against, no offense, the Colts are my pick to win the AFC South, but the Colts are also the Colts. And maybe the Broncos went in with like just not focused enough, thinking they could just take care of business here. But the defense did not live up to standards. Now, the offense took care of business certainly in the first half, especially with, short fields and this and that. But Bo Nix only threw for 206 yards. That's not a lot. Now, the call at the end, I think the rule is stupid. But there is a rule, and you left out the fact that, like, this was what they were doing. They clearly had the guy in front of center who put his hands on the center to throw him down lower so someone could jump over him and not touch him. And it just didn't work out because he did touch him. He wasn't able to jump over him. But by the rule, I think it was probably the right call. But I think the rule is dumb. I think it's just stupid.
It's a judgment call rule.
It's
what it
is.
I
I think it's a really stupid rule.
If they
but by
no
rule,
yeah.
By rule, I think it was the right call. But like, how often can you call that on plays, on like field goals? I don't know. I wish field goals didn't exist in the game, quite frankly. It's an arbitrary way to decide the better team, but I don't know. Listen, the Broncos through 2 weeks, I think Denver's going to be super disappointed with what Denver has done through 2 weeks based off their expectations, but I think their expectations were insane.
Well, there was a lot of talk, a lot of hype around the Denver team. Same thing. Everyone is like, this is going to be, they made the playoffs last year. They shouldn't have. They did. Now they're coming in, and Sean Payton's teams typically start out slow. I get it. They're not out of the gate all the time and just like burning teams down. But I said this earlier in the stream, and if some of you guys weren't here, I'm like, this could be the one blessing in disguise where a lot of times Broncos teams beat some inferior teams. Not to say that the Colts are inferior. They were better today, and they're a better team than they've been in the past. So shout out to the Colts. But, they beat, I think we're going back to the year they played the Jets and the Giants and some like bad teams, and they were like 4-0, and everyone was talking about them being good. And I'm like, they haven't beaten anybody. Well, now they're getting a little bit of a culture shock a little earlier on in the season in week 2. Like, they need to figure some shit out and get some things in line. Bo needs to fix his attitude. They got to get the defense figured out and back on track. Pat Surtain was banged up a little bit, took a couple series off, and then came back into the game. But either way, I'll take a loss early in the season. It wakes players up, and we'll see what ends up happening moving forward. But either way, It was bad. Broncos boy, I'm with you. Welcome in, Broncos boy. I'm pretty sure I know your favorite team. Where are you from? I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Broncos should not have been in that position. Agreed.
JT.
Broncos, Kirk Cousins is available. Kirk Cousins, he's just chilling on the sidelines. I have a serious question seeing Daniel Jones throw for that yardage. Did it make you drink even more? Because that would have made me drink. Yeah, 1,000%. Daniel Jones having the game. And John, like I said, Jonathan Taylor had half their yards in what he did as well. So Jonathan Taylor definitely was, I think, their MVP today. Lifelong Bronco fan in Nevada. Great to have you in. And welcome to the Action Lab. Guys, hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. I'd like to have more Broncos fans as a part of this too. So, there's a handful of us here. But yeah, I think Daniel Jones, I want to see it in a couple more games. Like we saw it against a bad Miami defense. We saw it against the good, we think is good Broncos defense. So that gives it a little bit more than what we thought it would be. Because I wanted to see it against a really good defense, and he still performed. So shout out. So maybe Daniel Jones, this is the environment he needed to get back in and be, the guy. Because before he was not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
But end of the game wasn't good from a defense standpoint. At the end of the day, we were in a position to win. Lutz missed the kick. Then, of course, the questionable 15-yarder. Yeah. Very, very questionable. Very, very questionable. But I get it. Yeah, the missed Lutz kick was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Colts are 2-0 for the first time since 2009. Season that actually ended with the Indianapolis Colts losing to Sean Payton's New Orleans Saints in Super Bowl that year. So that was the last time the Colts were 2-0. But Jonathan Taylor was a monster. He's not as fun to watch as Bijan, but man, it is hard to tackle that dude, Doc. It is hard to tackle that dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, he's always been a tough runner. Jonathan Taylor's always been tough, and even when he was not fully healthy, he still is a monster. I mean, yeah, he's reliable. I mean, 25 carries for what, 165, and then not only that, then he's got 2 receptions for 50 yards with a touchdown. You try to tackle him coming downhill, I mean, you're just asking for trouble, especially when he's healthy because he's shifty as well. But you got to give credit to Daniel Jones. I mean, he came out the first 2 games. He's come out swinging. He's not afraid. He averaged 9.3 a throw today. He had 1 sack, but a QBR of 78 and a rating of 107. So maybe it's not necessarily Danny was that bad. Maybe it was just New York. Because I mean, in Indy so far, he got them at 2-0. He went toe-to-toe with one of the best defenses in the league. Yeah, maybe it wasn't your best day as a defense in the league, and maybe 9 times out of 10 you guys do shut him down. But that's why it's the NFL. Everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid a lot of money to do it. And today, you guys, unfortunately, that call at the end. But like you said, missed field goal, missed opportunities. That's the difference. Like we talked about in the Baltimore game and Cleveland game. The turnovers were the difference. And just like in this game, that missed field goal, you wouldn't even be worrying about this conversation.
Yeah. Hey, Broncos! Yeah, JT dropped the touchdown last time we played him, and it was just one of those things where, yeah, you're right. Maybe it does balance out. The juju, the world all kind of balances in the end. So yeah, we got lucky last year with the drop touchdown. Now they get lucky a little bit with the ending of that one. So there you go. But either way, Broncos have some things to work on. Colts, we're going to be keeping an eye on the Colts. I mean, the division's not great, so they have an opportunity. And right now, they're the best-looking team in that division.
What did I say? That they would win the division.
That's true. Yep. That was what you
Sorry,
in your
took a long time to get back.
in your defense. To challenge that a little bit, it is a hot take. It was. I mean, there was some validity to it.
Wanted to do it in our own takes. My son talked me out of it. My 8-year-old son was like, "No, you can't do that." And I was like, all right.
No apologies for a win. Take when you can get it. That's right. So, heartbreaking loss for Broncos fans in the Broncos country, but it is what it is.
That helped my day a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, the Chiefs losing helped my day a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know, it all balances out in the world here and there.
Huh.
But let's go to a game that we were on as well, and that's the Jags and the Bengals. So Jacksonville Jaguars were a game that big sports bettors. Yeah, we do some bets on here, Broncos. We do our best bets of the week, so we'll always have those, and we're actually going to check up on those here in a little bit. So,
and it's gonna look pretty.
It's gonna look pretty. Actually, we missed this one? We had 3.5, didn't we? Jags plus 3.5. This was a 4. So we missed on this one actually. So either way, otherwise it was pretty. But Jags, in a weird game this week, Jags and Bengals. Bengals end up getting a win here in weird circumstances, given they were in a battle with Jacksonville in this game. And Jacksonville was actually keeping things in control for a portion of this game as well. Now, Joe Burrow, we just got news. He left this game and ended up some sort of injury, goes to the blue tent, leaves the game, does not return. After the game, finding out he has a toe injury that could put him out 3 months. So, that being said, the Bengals had to turn to Browning, their backup quarterback, Jake Browning, who, came in relief, led a 15-play, 92-yard drive late in the fourth quarter that concluded with backup quarterback breaking the plane to sneak in for the game-winning touchdown. So, still, given the circumstances, the Jaguars kind of, let some things, fall through the cracks late in this game. Trevor Lawrence had a couple of interceptions in this game that, he felt like he was kind of running around for his life for a few of these plays. But, it just didn't end up working out in favor of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Pretty competitive game, though. Pretty entertaining game. Travis Hunter did not play a defensive snap until cornerback Jerry Jones was injured late in the first quarter. Travis Hunter finished the game with 42 snaps on offense, 37 snaps on defense, which he only had 6 in week 1. And including having a pass interference penalty on 4th down with 1 minute and 54 seconds, Scotty, left in the game to keep the Bengals game-winning touchdown drive alive, which we were talking about a little bit. Your thoughts on this game?
Maybe the most egregious thing. I think the officials in a lot of close games were awful this week. This one was maybe the most egregious. That 4th and 5. Listen, I don't care. I don't care about the Jags. I don't care about the Bengals. That 4th and 5 throw that was called pass interference against Travis Hunter was insanely bad. Atrocious, disgusting, the worst, deciding games. Like, you would guess that ref is actually betting on football. That's how bad it was. There was nothing there. He played it well. He turned his head around. He knocked it down. It would have been the solidifier in a Jags victory, basically. Instead, a 25-yard pass interference call gave the Bengals new life, and they took care of it. I understand the Bengals lost their quarterback. That sucks. I actually want Burrow to be back next week. But in the game alone, I would be actually furious if I'm a Jags fan. And there's only like 3 or 4 out there. But that call was so bad. So bad. There were a lot of bad calls this week. The refs had a really bad week this week, especially in the close games. They were really bad. The Broncos won. You probably talked about that could have easily not been called.
Yep.
Could have gone either way, I guess. This one was disgusting. We'll get to another game that was disgusting. I don't know, man. It just infuriates me when the wrong team wins. When the better team should have won. And we're not getting that all the time with some of these calls. And that call against Travis Hunter was insane. Insane on 4th and 5 to make that call. That was not pass interference. The Jags would have won this game. But based off the refs, they lost. Now, Bengals, it'll be interesting to see. Where's Joe Burrow at? What does that look like? They still have, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, so Browning will be fine.
Browning will be serviceable.
But, man, that game, along with a couple other games, pissed me off. That's one that pissed me off.
Crazy game. And we came in, one of our best bets of the week, 3.5. Ended up getting crushed in the last second here. By the way, the Broncos, that was a 1.5 point game, 2.5 point back and forth. Ended up super close. This game was Jags plus 3.5. Sure enough, ended up 4. It just makes you think, It just, I'm not saying.
Just saying.
But I'm saying. It's just sometimes things just fall into place a little too easily. Where you're just like, okay, what's my antennas are up, and I'm just like, I don't know. It makes it a little too convenient. The fact that Lawrence had his receivers miss several big catches. If the wide receivers were on point, they would have won. Of course, you can say those things about any team. Doesn't excuse KY. Lawrence made some great passes that were dropped. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you can look back. I mean, obviously, you.
I think the Jags are right now better than the Bengals. They should have won that game. And it's pretty clear when you look at the stats, but Bengals should be 0-2 and they're 2-0. So credit to them. We'll see what the Burrow injury looks like, but through 2 games, the Bengals have not looked good, but that's what they look like every year early on. Usually they lose those games. Now they're somehow escaping with a win. And maybe late in the year they'll be dangerous, but right now the Bengals look bad.
Yeah.
I have a stat for you guys.
Suck it, Scotty. Your team is 0-2. I'm not. I'm just saying your teams look bad.
Oh, you made her mad.
2-0.
What's up, Texan? How we doing? Yo,
here we go.
What's going on?
Again. Here we go.
What's up, Texan? Thank you for the bits, Hauser. If the Bengals are looking for a QB, we got Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is going to be a hot commodity here very soon, isn't he?
Everybody trying to ship him.
Not for the Bengals because I gotta go for a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
I got a stat for you.
Let's hear it.
Of the 28 receptions made by the Bengals receivers, okay, 14 went to Jamar Chase. He had 14 for 165 and a tutty, right?
Okay.
Higgins, Fant, Brown, Gesicki, Tinsley, Isivas, and then Sample combined for 14 receptions. He had over half of their receptions and half of their receiving yards. Everybody else combined was 14 for I think like 150. It was crazy. If Chase goes down, they're in trouble.
Oh, I mean, their eggs are in a lot. Their eggs are kind of in. I say, I mean, they
Sorry,
do.
football. If I didn't mean to butcher his name.
Yoshivas.
I'm just trying not to get on her bad side.
Io Shivas. There you go, Broncos. Thank you for that. Pronunciations are hard for this channel, for us, both of us. But appreciate that. That helps. Yeah, and here's the thing: they have such a talented offensive weapons that they can. But yeah, I mean, Jamar Chase is the focal point. It's kind of like the Colts with Jonathan Taylor. If you take Jonathan Taylor off that team today, they are, I don't know what they do. I mean, he in a similar fashion had almost half of their total yards by himself. So it's just, yeah, you have that production from one player. It definitely helps you get through it. So
36 fantasy points.
I mean, that's massive. That's massive. There's some big fantasy value on a couple guys across the league today. Devontae Adam and Aubrey went absolutely nuts for fantasy. Justin Jefferson and Broncos both let me down. I would argue more than the referees kind of helped with that as well. We talked about that. I'm being spicy. Sorry.
Spicy. Petty right now.
I'm being petty. Yeah, I'm being petty right now. Just screw that game. Screw that game. Come on, man. What are we doing with our lives right now? Right. Figure it out. Get your facts straight.
So get your facts straight.
You know. All right. So Jaguars, Bengals. Bengals. And again, Browning. I think he's going to be decent moving forward. But Colts have Daniel Jones, Taylor, a fridge, and a stove. I mean, you're not wrong.
True.
Didn't your team get clamped by Tennessee last week? No, they didn't get clamped. They got the dub. What are you talking about? Tennessee got clamped by Denver's defense, and then they laid an egg this week. But you know that'll get better. It'll get better.
It's week 2. What are we talking
about? It's week 2. But yeah. Also.
So get your facts straight.
Get your facts straight, Duggets. All right, so let's go on. Let's move on to Rams and Titans. Shout out to Ridley's Butterfingers from week 1. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Butterfingers. Rams and Titans. Rams end up getting the win here over the Tennessee Titans. Titans dropped to 0-2. Speaking of the Titans, they are now again looking like who we thought they were, right?
But they are who we thought they were.
So Tennessee, even though this game kind of started out slow and Tennessee's defense kind of played some decent ball early on, Tennessee took a 13-10 lead into halftime as the Rams left points on the board. Matt Stafford had a bad interception closing minute of the first half that allowed the Tennessee Titans to get up. Rams were, luckily that a Titans punt return for a touchdown was called back by a penalty, so that took place in this game. Stafford completed 14 of 17 passes, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns in the second half. Devontae Adams, I felt like, was targeted all game long. But yeah, I mean, he ended up having a game. The Rams ran the ball effectively without Steve Avila on the offensive line. So, and then again, Cam Ward, he had some potential, he had some flashes, but the Titans they're just not as talented across the board, especially with that rookie quarterback. I felt like he played okay, but Ward completed 9 of his 16 passes, 52 yards, 3 sacks under heavy distress at points in this game. He was just running around for his life, but yeah, it just takes some time with a young quarterback to get into it and get going. Cam Ward, 14.2% completion probability on his first career touchdown pass to Alec Ayamaner, however you say it. Rams 33-19 victory was their biggest margin of victory since week 13 of the 2023 season. Also, the Rams' first 2-0 start since 2021. Scotty.
When they won the Super Bowl.
Nick, Rams are here. They're the second best team in the NFC. Come at me. I'll come at you. I don't have to come at you. I don't even think the Rams should have been better in this game, quite frankly. Could have lost week 1 easily without a turnover late. Let's keep in mind, Chris was super excited about a win against the Titans. Can we keep in mind that this is a rookie QB with a team that was the worst record in the NFL last year? Can we calm down when teams beat the worst team in the
Daddy,
NFL
chill.
a little bit? Can we do that? I'm high on the Rams, but second best team in the NFC right now is crazy talk. They could get there, but they're not there right now. Yeah, the Rams took care of business in a game against a bad team with a bad, obviously the offense is not there yet. Stafford has elite wide receivers at his disposal. I don't know why people are so mad at Puka Nacua. I think he had a pretty decent game in this, actually. Hold on. What did he have? Everyone's like, he only targeted Devontae Adams. Devontae had 6 catches for 106. Puka had 8 catches for 91.
And a 45-yard touchdown rushing.
And a 45-yard touchdown run. So, actually, target-wise, it was 13-9 Devontae Adams Puka. But if you're getting targeted 9 times,
I mean, it's still
I wouldn't
something.
be upset.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be upset. Yeah, Cam Ward's makes highlight real plays, but he's not good right now. He's not good, but he doesn't have a great roster around him. Titans suck. Rams should be a playoff team. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Pollard 20 carries, 92 yards on the other side. So, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Rams looking good, 2-0 in their division. Let's move on. Patriots and Dolphins. We clowned a lot on the Dolphins in week 1. And this game was a little bit of all over the place. This kind of roller coaster style game. Patriots came out of this game, ended up going up 12-0 going into the second quarter. And then Dolphins decided they wanted to show up and actually wake up and play football. Ended up putting up 14 points in the second quarter. And then it was kind of a back and forth slugfest from there. But, the biggest question for us was, is this Dolphins team just that bad? Because week 1, they played so terrible on both sides of the football. And was that going to carry over? Were they going to be firing their coach soon? And they tried to compete, but Patriots, ended up getting the win here. This game, kind of back and forth down the stretch, though, that, kind of made you think maybe the Dolphins have a chance, but Patriots, get the dub.
Real quick in the chat, when did Puka become elite? Which is wild because he's I guess what do you define as elite? But he's certainly a top 10, if not top 5 wide receiver in the league, because he exists and what he's done. And then Stafford, everyone, I guess they're calling out that we are asleep on the Rams. I think the Rams could make the Super Bowl. But through 2 weeks, I don't think the Rams have played very good football.
I think
they've won 2 games.
Agreed.
But they've been in 2 games that could have gone either way a little bit and not played that well. That's all I'm saying. Now, getting to this Patriots-Dolphins game, I don't care. Patriots after week 1, I already quit on them. How do you lose the Raiders like you did at home? Embarrassing. And the Dolphins lost by 1 million in week 1 and had an opportunity to win this game. And Tua made one of the worst throws I've ever seen to a wide open Tyreek Hill, who lost his mind. The Dolphins are done. Dolphins, go ahead and send Tyreek Hill to the Chiefs for a bag of chips.
I thought you wanted a running back. I thought you needed a running back.
I would like that too. Fuck it. Line him up as a running back.
He doesn't have running backs, so we're going to go 5 wide with the top 5.
We're missing 3 of our top 4 wide receivers, and we don't have a running back, Chris.
Just throw the ball 100 times.
Anything right now.
It sounds like the Chiefs need a lot.
We haven't. Hold on. We're missing right now 3 of our top 4 wide receivers. They haven't played this year outside of Worthy, who played 2 snaps. 2 snaps before he got hurt in week 1. I'm hopeful that when we get those guys back, Rashee Rice, Worthy's supposed to play next week. Our rookie Jalen Royals, who's supposed to be like a Rashee Rice incarnate, hasn't played yet because he's hurt. Like, we can't be fucking healthy. Now, do we have a running back? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nobody's good. Isaiah Pacheco. My son has a Pacheco jersey. He loves Pacheco. He now hates Pacheco. He's like, why can't he ever gain yards? I'm like, because he's not very good, son. He's not very good at his job.
So, yeah. So, Dolphins,
But
Patriots.
speaking of Patriots and Dolphins, who cares?
I think this one's kind of like a...
It's kind of a... I thought the Patriots would make a run, and now they won this game, so maybe they will. But actually, the Patriots are worse than I thought they would be.
The hype with the Patriots, I think, was overblown in the offseason. I think everyone was on these Patriots to be something this
I
big.
didn't hear you say about the Broncos like that.
I mean,
Go on.
we're talking about Patriots right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, but we talked about the Broncos earlier. I just didn't hear you
No.
say that. So it's weird.
But no, I mean, as far as, the Broncos got a lot of hype, but I didn't want the hype. The Patriots got a lot of hype, and everyone was like, they're the dark horse. Everyone's going to be keeping an eye on Drake May and this Patriots team. When really, you look at their roster, and there's a lot of, when you look at the pure talent across the whole roster, it doesn't compare to a lot of other teams. And so I think when you're looking at the Patriots and the hype coming in, and is that people are starting to realize that maybe it was a little overblown just based off of a couple things that they did. Drake May, they got Ramondre Stevenson, like in the grand scheme of the NFL, like he's good, but like, I don't, they have some.
Give the ball to Travion Henderson.
Why
are you giving the ball to Stevenson? And in fact, the biggest pass play of their game was to Stevenson down the sideline. I'm like, why isn't that Henderson? He would be way better. He would have taken it for a touchdown.
Don't forget the
Patriots are so unaware of where they're at. They're like, let's just give a vet some snaps for no reason at all.
Hey,
Figure out what you have with your young guys.
Why don't you ask for Ramondre over there in Kansas City?
I actually don't want him. That's one guy I don't want. I don't want Ramondre.
He has good hands. He can catch.
Yeah.
You don't have to run the ball.
So
yeah, it's not that our guys can't catch. It's more that they can't run. I would like someone that can run.
Oh, you want them to hand the ball off to them and be able to run. I see. I got you.
Yeah, I want a running back. I want a running back that can run.
I'll get back to you on that. I got you.
It's weird, but that's what I would like.
That's kind of It's kind of an important aspect of the running back position is being able to run. Just going out on a limb there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Anything else, Doc, on this one we missed?
No, just that I think a lot of people were really either too high or too low in New England. I think that they have to understand that. I think Drake May is exactly where he needs to be. I mean, he showed some confidence in this game. Do they have all the pieces they need for them to be successful? No. But with the pieces that he has, I think Drake May is doing better than I think people give him credit for. I think that, like I said, they got him another running back. They got to give him some more hands out there, but that defense got to get better for him. I mean, I think there's times and places where New England's defense, that used to be their calling card, but now, they got Drake May. They're trying to get these young guys. They're coming in. They're trying to change the culture again. But I think you give the Patriots a couple years, and I say that as like 2 to 3 years at best. I think they're going to be more competitive, and I think Scotty will agree with me, even though he hates the Patriots, which I can understand. So,
no, I had a hot take that I think there's a very, I wouldn't say there's a very easy avenue that I said where Drake May ends up being the best quarterback of that draft class.
Right. I think he could be.
And right now he's
been playing good.
He has nothing to
Right.
work with.
He's
Chris,
been playing.
name a wide receiver in New England.
They don't have much. They have.
Name one. Name one. Right now.
I can't. I can't.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Pure like, and that's why the hype was overblown. Like, they're just not a talented roster. But
Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson.
But he's been playing good ball.
Not a wide receiver, but sure.
He led them in receiving today. That's the only reason why I said that.
He Drake May has been playing competitive football with what he's got, which that's all you could ask for a young kid.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think
Austin
Drake May
Hooper.
has a very likely, not likely, but there's an avenue where he ends up being.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix after year one, what they did. I think Drake May could easily become the best quarterback of that draft class.
Yeah.
It would annoy me, actually, because New England should suffer for a long time.
Yeah.
But there's certainly an avenue where Drake May becomes the best, because right now, who's he throwing to? Like Stephon Diggs at
Austin
45 years
Hooper.
Yeah, there's not much there.
Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry.
old. Mac Hollins. Like, what are we
Yep.
throwing to?
There's not much there.
I don't know.
Mac Hollins doesn't even wear shoes. I mean, it's just... Anyways.
It's overrated.
All right, let's get to the next one. Giants and Cowboys. Scotty, Cowboys are kind of your second team.
Yeah.
And they got the win today.
They did.
But it didn't feel easy. The Giants up 6-0 after the first quarter, but like it just seemed like the Cowboys could not ever separate from this Giants team led by Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson 30 for 41, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns against this Cowboys defense, which I think was one of the glaring kind of things that you looked at when you're just like, wait, Russ put up what against who? It was a little perplexing, but again, this game in overtime, Dallas Cowboys end up getting the win. Scotty, your initial thoughts on this one?
I mean, this was probably the most exciting game of the day, especially in the fourth quarter. I mean, we went to the fourth quarter and it was 17-16. And then shit went off. All of a sudden it was 37-all going to the fourth quarter, or going to overtime. I texted my buddies today that are big Cowboy fans, and I'm like, I'm ready to say with some legitimacy that Brandon Aubrey is the best player on the Cowboys.
I don't think there's a doubt to that anymore. Not after the past season
Brandon
and a half.
Aubrey is a mutant human being that I don't know. They could fair catch a kick and get it at like the 30 to start their drive and be like, let's just line up for a field goal. And he might make it.
Him and Cam Little should have a kickoff.
The one he made today, so the record in the league, I think, is like, what, 66, 67, something like that. He made a 64-yarder to take it to overtime. That would have been good from 75. Like, it's insane how good that guy is. Now, my friends were like, well, tell me about this and that. And I was like, you just gave up a career high in passing yards as a Cowboy fan to Russell Wilson at 95 years old. Career high in passing yards today for Russell Wilson in a loss. That has to suck for us. Now my son had Malik Neighbors on his team, so it went really well for him in that regard on his fantasy team. But man, my buddy was like, what happens in a couple weeks when the Broncos play the Cowboys? And I'm like, I don't know. Both teams have
take the over
a lot of issues. No, part of me was just like, both teams have issues. The Broncos, this and that. The Cowboys. I think he was hyped that they beat the Giants at home in overtime by 3, and I'm like, that's not a convincing win. You should have won against the Giants in regulation. So exciting game, no doubt. Came down to the wire, and frankly, the Cowboys had to make a long field goal to just take it to overtime.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Cowboys defense sucks, which is what I thought they would be. Really bad. They are. They're really bad. The Cowboys offense is going to be good. I thought they would be good. That's kind of where I'm at with that team. I don't think they're a threat by any regards. I think the offense can score points, but the defense can't. I mean, they went up with 50 seconds to go and allowed a touchdown pass to Malik Neighbors for no reason at all. I'm like, what are you doing?
And
Where's your safety help? Where's your coverage? Like, what coverage are you playing where you allow the only guy that they're throwing to get one-on-one coverage deep in the end zone? It was insane to me.
And we know that Russell Wilson loves to dink and dunk his way down the field, but he completed 7 of 11 deep passes.
That's a Denver thing. I don't think he did that all. In Seattle, he was the best deep ball thrower.
Well, yeah, no, back in Seattle, and then he got here, and it was. But either way, like we talk about how if his first read's not there, he kind of like tucks it and tries to. I mean, he had all day. I mean, he had some of these plays. He completed 7 of 11 deep passes for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. But I mean, the deep ball was working. By the way, the fourth quarter was crazy in the sense that they combined both teams 41 points, 5 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, most of any game since week 12 of the 2024 season. Dallas and Washington, which produced 41 points and 5 touchdowns. It was just the third game in NFL history. It's a theme. There's a common denominator here.
I was asking about Dallas. I'm like, Dallas is not. I'm a Dallas fan. They're not it. They're not good. Their defense will never be good enough to be good at this point. They're not good enough.
Are we last year's?
I want them to be good enough.
Are we last year's Bengals? I mean, I feel like there's that's kind of an identity for a couple teams, and you gotta.
That's a bit of the mold, especially like, and someone who Russ is the biggest surprise for the Giants. I watched because I had to on the plane last week
because I had
Russ play against the Commanders, and he sucked dick. He was so bad in that game last week. So the fact that the Giants were able to just pour on points, I'm like, that just means the Cowboys defense might be the worst in the NFL.
Yeah.
They might be the worst defense in the NFL.
I got a stat for you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Aubrey became the first field goal kicker with field goals as time ran out in regulation and overtime in the same game in NFL history.
Yeah. Aubrey's their best player.
He's their best player.
Brandon Aubrey is good from 75.
It's crazy.
They only have to get like 10 yards after a kickoff to get in field goal range.
Can we just?
That's an amazing feature. He's the best kicker we've ever seen. I love Butker. I love, Boswell's really good, obviously, for the, Steelers. They're good kickers in the league. Aubrey's on a different level. Aubrey is different. He's insane.
And it's funny, you can thank his wife for making him kick. He never even was going to do it until his wife told him to go do it. That's a crazy thing.
Yeah, and Butker would never listen to his wife if she told him.
Oh, God.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding because I just want to make a fun joke.
I mean, and we're canceled.
Well, now
all right, good show, guys.
We're not canceled. Most people would just be like, "Yeah, hey, Butker." I'm like, I actually don't.
Well, the other half will cancel you. Yeah,
the other half.
There's
can't win.
You can't win. You can never win in society these days.
Drink some water and sit back.
Well, you can't now because now we're talking Eagles and Chiefs. Scotty, I'm just gonna let you talk about this one. I'm gonna let it breathe. I'm gonna take a code yellow, but I'm spam code yellow in the chat. Eagles and Chiefs. Let's dive into what happened in this game. Hit that follow button, guys, if you're new to the channel. We'd love to get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, this game happened as well, from my knowledge. It's a weird thing. The Chiefs in week 1 defensively looked like trash, and Mahomes carried them. And Mahomes in the first half carried the Chiefs, mostly on the ground. He was rushing. I think he had like 60 yards rushing in the first half, including a rushing touchdown from like 20 yards out. It's 10-10 at half. The Chiefs, I would argue, were probably slightly the better team in this game. Neither team offensively had anything figured out for the most part. Could have gone either way. But I will say, if the Chiefs were the Eagles in this game, the internet would be broken. It would be broken. It would be shut down. Everything would be gone because there were several big moments in this game, and part of them Chiefs' faults. Don't get me wrong. The tush push, though, everyone should thank the Chiefs because I think today the Chiefs got rid of the tush push moving forward. After the season, the tush push will no longer be a legal play in the league, and I think that's the right call. Today, on a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line, the Eagles clearly had a false start. Wasn't called. Got in the end zone. Later on in the game, on a separate 3rd and 1 play where the Chiefs could have had 2 more minutes on the clock and kept their timeouts. Another massive false start. Like the first one, by the way, where they went in the end zone, Tom Brady called out beyond belief. And in this game later on, Dean Blandino, who obviously oversees a lot of officiating through his career, always agrees with the refs. Literally on the last play of the game where they did another tush push, says, I'm so done with the tush push. It's an impossible play to call as a ref. The Eagles center is offsides every time. Their guards false start every fucking time, and the refs never call it. Did the Chiefs play good today? Offensively, absolutely not. Now, they lost. They didn't have 3 of their top 4 wide receivers, including their 1 and 2. The Chiefs had opportunities to win despite that. Obviously, the biggest play in the game probably at the goal line. Mahomes throws it to Kelsey. Kelsey's turning around, hits his hands, bounces off his hands at the goal line for a touchdown to give the Chiefs the lead. Instead, it bounces off his hands. It's a pick. They go the other way for 45 yards. Like, that's the biggest play in the game. I mean, you look at. I thought the Chiefs defense was in trouble. They gave up 101 yards to Hurts. You look at total yards in the game, 216 yards for the Eagles, 294 for the Chiefs. So not a ton, but that's in relative to 216, it's quite a bit more. I think the Chiefs were actually slightly better, but either team could have won this game. But I think the biggest takeaway is that I think this game will usher out the tush push, which I think is great for football. I fucking hate the tush push. I'm over it. I'm so over it. I hate it. I don't want it. I hate Nick Sirianni. I hate his face. I hate that the Eagles are good at it. He's no part of that. They break the rules on every fucking tush push that they do because their center is offsides every fucking time. And then their 2 guards on a goal line guy. One was they both false started. And then on the later one, it was such a clear false start that it's insane. And it pisses me the fuck off. It makes me so mad. Now, everyone's like, well, the Chiefs are 0-2. Are we done? We're not done. Are the Chiefs going to win the Super Bowl this year? Likely not. Likely not.
Oh.
Are the Chiefs going to make the playoffs? Probably. We're going to be okay. We just lost to a team
Playoffs?
that has won 14 of 15 games. Like, you don't sound the alarm. Take care of business against the Giants. Then we do have the Ravens. That's tough, but it would be nice to have healthy weapons. What the Eagles defense did today against the Chiefs was, you don't have your number 1, 2, and 4 wide receivers? We'll just blitz and ISO outside because your guys can't beat anybody. They were right.
Yep.
Our guys can't beat anybody. And our 36-year-old tight end is washed.
Yeah. There was also a weird. We talked a little bit about it during the Sunday Night Football, but weird interaction after a touchdown that Kelsey was kind of fired. We don't know the context, but he was kind of a little bit like, I'm tired of this shit is what if you're reading lips, that's
Clearly that's what he said. I just don't know the context.
Like, yeah, we got
What if he was fired? I could see myself as a person like they just lost him in a Super Bowl after a touchdown, being fired up and throwing my helmet and being like, I'm tired of this shit, losing these guys, let's go. Like, there's so many avenues for that. I'm not protecting Kelsey, but like, it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything.
I have a question for you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the game where the Eagles kind of stole the Chiefs' magic a little bit of a way to win a game, but by winning a game they really didn't have? Not saying business winning or losing, but you know how you guys go out and you find a way to win. Do you feel like that Philly did that to you guys today?
Yeah, that doesn't mean moving forward we can't do it, but yeah.
Right. I'm just saying today's game.
I think
the Chiefs, the Eagles escaped with a win in a game they didn't certainly offensively play well. The Chiefs offensively didn't play appreciably well either. So it was kind of an ugly back and forth game, but one team was healthy, one team was very much not healthy offensively.
I think the thing that
sounds like Worthy will be back next week, and I'm counting down the days. I mean, let's keep in mind we're gonna be over a calendar year since we've seen Rashee Rice in the Chiefs uniform. Based off his injury last year and the suspension this year, it's like it's several weeks over a year, and when he got hurt last year, he was number 2 in the NFL in receiving yards going into that game. I'm not saying he's definitely that guy, but he's definitely far better than what they have right now.
Yeah, he's an impact player, absolutely.
I will say to Doc's point, I think the thing that it's a 1-game sample size because we haven't seen this very often from a Chiefs team. And again, to your point, they don't have their receivers, they don't have a lot of the same talent right now as they typically are used to having. But what's interesting is, and with Patrick Mahomes and the coaching of Andy Reid, a lot of times, regardless of Patrick Mahomes elevates guys, right? I think what we're used to seeing is these close games, either the Chiefs are behind and they find a way to win, or they're ahead by a little and they manage the game perfectly. Like they're so good at managing end of game scenarios in close 1-score 3-point games that it was kind of strange to see them lose one for a change. And again, it's a small sample size because they haven't lost one of these types of games in a long time. They win all of these games. So if we start seeing that more moving forward, which I don't know, we'll see, then I think it's something. I think this may be just a blip for now on the radar, and it's just one of those one-off things against a really talented roster. But I mean,
to be clear, the Chiefs are very far from being good enough to win a Super Bowl this year right now.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
We're 2 weeks in, and anything can happen. And I won't doubt them. I'm not worried. I think the Chiefs will make the playoffs.
Right, which is why I was saying that. That's why I was asking, like, did the Eagles still a little bit of the Chiefs' magic, like how you guys are able to win games? That's all.
Yeah.
It just felt like that kind of game. You know what I mean?
I think it felt more like we don't have the pieces. And if you would have watched this game and watched Jalen Hurts sit back like he was able to put up a tent and camp out and then throw the ball versus Mahomes, who has like 2 seconds to throw the ball because they blitz every time because they don't believe that the Chiefs wide receivers can pose a threat at all, and they don't. It sucks. It sucks to watch. It's hard to watch. I listen. Jalen Hurts in the 2 Super Bowls against the Chiefs played great. Jalen Hurts, I actually will push back. I don't think he's actually a top 10 quarterback in the league.
Ooh, spicy.
I don't.
Spicy.
I don't. He's a product of the most insane situation along with his coach, who's an idiot. We all know he's an
In the
idiot.
punchable face.
Punchable face.
So,
My
my kid will punch him.
Sergeant says Taylor's drafting Kelsey's retirement letter right now. Tush push magic. Seems like I'd rather rush 3 and
Tush push is actually illegal. Cheating.
It's
based off
cheating.
today.
So
if you watch the clips today, I promise you, everyone's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I promise you, if the Chiefs got away with what the Eagles did today, it would have broken the internet. It would have broken the internet.
Yeah,
Because it's the Chiefs.
Saquon 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Eagles get the win, 2-0. Chiefs 0-2 to start the season. I can't remember the last time that happened. When was the last time that happened?
Never with Mahomes. I don't know. It was
I
probably.
think it was since 2014, I think.
It's been a minute.
Pre Andy Reid.
Been a minute.
Guess,
So, but all right. Well,
0-2's fine.
yeah.
0-2's fine.
it's early on. We'll know more.
You have him where you want him, Scotty. It's fine.
Well, we have the Giants next week, which should be good, but then we have the Ravens.
I don't know. Russ is cooking over there. Russ is throwing 450 yards.
Russ was cooking against the Cowboys defense. Which is just really fucking good.
Russ is he's cooking. Woo! What's up, P3 Raiders? Yep, that letter's gonna be tailor made. Hey.
I mean, the division will be one team will be 2-0, a couple of 1-1 teams.
Yeah.
Chiefs 0-2. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, let's get to the Seahawks and the Steelers. Seahawks end up getting a big win here. This was one of my best bets of the week. I had Seahawks +3. I liked it at I had it at 3.5, but I also liked it at 3. Ended up not even need to worry about it. But I talked first for the Broncos. Scotty went in on the Chiefs. We'll leave it up for Doc. Doc, tell us what happened in this game between the Seahawks and the Steelers.
I mean, you can look at the box score. You can look at the yards, the passing. Mason Rudolph coming in. Aaron Rodgers 2 or 3 for 1 tutty and 2 interceptions. Sam Darnold threw for 300 and 2 and 2 against us. But the biggest thing for us, the biggest thing for me, as somebody that's known the game for a while and somebody that said that they practice, how do you take a kickoff and walk away from a live ball like you thought it was going to go out of bounds and think it was a good idea? What world?
No.
A 17-14 game. They had just taken a field goal lead. It's back and forth, and you literally turn your back and walk away, and it becomes a 24-14 lead. And I'm just sitting there. I was like, "There's not enough alcohol in the face of the earth for me right now. There's no way." I've been so high on Caleb Johnson since we drafted him. To be fair, last game he didn't really get a good sample size. I think he had a rush for -2 yards, but today makes it so hard to trust a guy that literally turns his back to a live ball, knowing full well with the new rules, if it's kicked in between in that zone.
My question is, did he know full well?
Okay, so in his words, okay, in his words,
and I hadn't heard this. Go ahead.
So he said, let me find it for you because I have the exact quote somewhere. It was like he made some BS excuse like, well, if I'd known, I would have known, and if I don't know, I don't know. And then kind of like scoffed it like that. I don't think he knew. Honestly. The way that he talked about it, the way that Hulani, who recovered it, he was like, the guy thought it was going out of bounds and it didn't. It was a lucky roll and I made the best of it. And then Tomlin's like, poor judgment by a young player. What a quote, But he like literally tried to downplay it and be nonchalant about it, which makes me think that he had a terrible just brain rot, I guess. Bless you. Bless you again.
There's a lot of them.
All right, you're blessed out. You're blessed out.
7 or 8
There's no
more.
There's no more blessed. There's no more blessed. You're blessed.
No, that was more than enough.
But you look at this game, and even Aaron Rodgers is basically like RELEX here. He's like, it's week 2. Last week there was some people feeling pretty good because the people outside of this building were talking crap. Basically, that's the league. You can't ride the highs or the lows, but like basically we sucked. So Seattle came in. I actually had them picked in this game. I didn't think that we really were going to play that well, especially after sneaking out of there from the Jets in that game. Thank Boz that we have Boswell on our team, because we'd be an 0-2 team right now. But again, gave up 105 yards to Kenneth Walker. Can't stop the run, but yet Cam Hayward wanted his freaking millions of dollars to come back. I love the guy. He's a Walter Payton guy, but I just think that could have been money spent elsewhere to actually help you win a Super Bowl, or at least help you get pieces to get you there before you turn 40. But, we can't stop a JV team. This is the first time in the Tomlin era, okay, that the Steelers have given up 31 or more points in consecutive games ever in his time as a coach. So at what point are we going to make some changes about this offense and defense, especially the defense that was supposed to be our go-to and our calling card? And then like week one, we scored 32, right? And we still lose, or we win, and then we give up 31 and 31 in back-to-back games. Like at some point, something's got to give. I know it's 2 weeks, but you got to figure out this run game, or we're going to be at the bottom with Cleveland, even with Cincinnati not having Joe Burrow. If that's the case, like we needed this win today to be 2-0 to stay above Baltimore, because that would have given us a game in hand. And now we're tied with them, and now I'm terrified moving forward with what we have, trying to stop the run. Like you're gonna have trouble in this league if you can't stop the run, because we have the Patriots, Vikings, Browns, Bengals, Packers, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Bears, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens, right? How many of those teams have good or elite running backs? How many? Almost all of them, except for the Bears have good, But you're gonna try and stop these teams that you can't stop the run. Like that's our go-to. You give up 62 points in 2 games. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, and I'll keep it quick too. The 30 points, back-to-back games, 32 points to the Jets, which, by the way, it's Justin Fields and Sam Darnold back-to-back weeks that you've given up 30-plus points to. Pittsburgh already came in this game without Joey Porter Jr. and Deshaun Elliott. They lost Alex Highsmith, Isaiah Loudermilk, Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson to injuries today. So the defense isn't exactly getting healthier here. It's getting worse from a health standpoint. And, it's just one of those things where when that's supposed to be your bread and butter, that's the strength of your team, given, that's what you've, to your point, calling card. It's a little concerning. Maybe a lot concerning with how.
Well, considering we have 178 million given to them, Chris.
Yep.
I think we should be doing a little bit better than giving up 30, 31, 32 points a game. Something's got to give.
Roger.
Yeah. So now looking great.
I think, it's concerning when you see a team give 30-plus points over 2 weeks, where those same 2 teams the other weeks have combined for 23, 10 and 13 in those other games. These are not elite offenses. Allowing Kenneth Walker, who did nothing last week, and Breece Hall in week 1 to run all over you is concerning. That's my biggest surprise for the Steelers. I thought the Steelers defense, while a little aging and old, would still hold up and be solid. They haven't been that yet. The offense, while it was surprising in week 1, I don't really expect that moving forward. I think we know where Aaron Rodgers is at this time. And we saw a little more of that today than what we saw in week 1. I'm not cheering against them. I just think that's where they're at. I'm surprised with where the Steelers defense is right now. The rush defense, mostly, honestly. Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall just ran all over them.
Right.
And it didn't matter. And that, to me, is the most surprising thing about the Steelers thus far, 32 weeks.
Bandito,
yeah, I mean,
what do you guys think? Linebacker help, DB help. What do you guys think is the missing piece?
Health.
Health. Yeah, health. But here's the thing:
10 guys.
you got
10 guys on IR, and 8 of them are line or
quarterback.
linebacker.
But I
You
also
also
think
need
you got older though. Like that's the thing. Like the defense
Right.
got older, which means what do older players do? They get hurt easier. You know.
Well, ironically, it's the younger guys that are getting hurt. But
Jared Porter's out. Loudermilk's on crutches now. Highsmith has a high ankle sprain. Like Deshaun Elliott's out. Derek Harmon, Pete, our guard. Skylar Thompson and Will Howard. They're both hurt too. So it's just there's a never-ending revolving door. Like we have corners and defensive tackles just coming in and out. Like we just signed Peppers to fill in the gaping hole that we have in the middle of our defense because everybody's getting hurt. Like at some point, like can the injuries stop? Like we have guys that are in a position in our scheme under Tomlin that runs well when we're healthy, but when we're not healthy, it shows. And even you guys saw it when Watt was hurt. You saw how bad it was with just one side of that defense getting crippled. We couldn't stop anybody. And in the first 2 weeks, you give up 32 and 31. It shows that there's more than one piece missing. But obviously, it's next man up. It's the NFL. But you can clearly see that in certain positions in certain areas, we're just lacking.
Yeah.
the good news for the Steelers is their schedule moving forward is very attainable. Patriots, Vikings, Browns, Bengals. Depending on even the Bengals, even if Burrow's healthy, they're still like a question mark in my mind. So like,
Right.
you have 4 very winnable games in front of you.
Right.
Not that you're going to win all 4, but you could easily go 3-1 in that. Without, I mean, it might get harder after that, and it definitely does.
Oh yeah,
Back into
Green
that
Bay.
schedule,
Yeah.
back into that schedule goes like Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions, Browns, Ravens.
Yep.
Then it gets a little
That
hairy.
gets a little
Don't
different.
forget, they still have Indy and the Chargers too before that too. So there's only the
And
Chicago game
then
that's even
Bengals as well.
right. Exactly.
Yeah, they gotta take these next 4 weeks. They need to go probably 3-1.
Yeah, we have to.
And get a cushion.
Yep.
If
If
you
they
look,
wanna-
if you looked at our roster right now, Bendito, and go looked at our 3-4 defense, there's 9 or 10 bunch of red letters next to our starters and secondary defensive players. So the problem is, even if we had the right people and the right personnel, they're not healthy enough to do it. They can't run it.
Gotta get healthy, man. Gotta get healthy. Seahawks on the other side, yeah, they're still trying to finish 1-1 here after this game. So
I think the Seahawks have a legit shot at
they're
making playoffs.
they're a sneaky team that you might want to keep an eye on. Maybe a dark horse when it comes down to it. We'll see. But all right, let's move it on. Saints and 49ers, which started out as one of the most boring games of the week. Scotty.
This is a boring game of the week. I don't care.
Yeah, this.
The Saints are terrible, and the 49ers pulled it out.
The
The
Saints?
Saints are terrible.
Yeah, the
With
Saints.
Mac Jones fucking doing nothing.
Mac Jones as the quarterback for the 49ers. We won't spend a ton of time on this one just because, yeah, it's the Saints are who we thought they were. They're awful. They have a bunch of veterans that can compete, but the roster is just not good enough. Spencer Rattler, I think Spencer Rattler, I might correct me if I'm wrong, Doc.
Yeah.
I think he's like 0-8 or 0-9 in his starts in the NFL. He hasn't won a single game since he's come into the NFL. Maybe you might need to fact check me on that.
Yeah, let me fact check that.
Fact check me, make sure. I mean, I might be wrong. Jake Moody, they got rid of him. Eddie Pinheiro comes in, and I think he missed one. He shanked one in his first extra point try badly. So that's not good for the 49ers when they get rid of a kicker and then they end up coming back. And
So now he's 0-8.
0-8. Okay. All right. So still not great. It's just another loss for him. So this was just kind of an underwhelming game. Juwan Jennings had a 42-yard touchdown. Christian McCaffrey looked nice in this one. Just kind of from a health standpoint, you're just hoping he can actually be back to being his old self. So the fact that he kind of looked a little more spry in this game, I'll take it.
Right.
You'll take that if you're a fantasy owner as well. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Mac Jones, was.
He did what he had to do.
He was fine. He was fine. But 49ers beat a bad Saints team. Alvin Kamara has now 4 fumbles lost in the against the 49ers in his career. He has lost 3 others against only 3 other teams. Panthers, Buccaneers, and Seahawks. So those teams just kind of give him a little trouble. But there you go. We won't spend too much time here. Okay, for funsies, because I'm a Falcons fan, who's digging out of the NFC South first? Carolina or NOLA? Carolina has a little bit of a higher... I mean, New Orleans, I think, is going to be bad. I think Carolina has a little more of a hope, just because Bryce Young is kind of showing flashes, but then he shows flashes, and then he has today. It's exactly what you just never know what you're going to get.
Right.
So
I mean, Rattler, even though he still threw for 3 touchdowns today, it wasn't like he's that bad, but it's like a team as a whole. It's like it's Kamara or bust.
Yeah,
for that.
They
team.
just don't have
Olave
much.
takes second fiddle,
and Olave's been banged up here and there too.
Right. But for fantasy purposes, and I'm going to say this now so you guys can mark this down. If you're looking for a tight end, Jawan Johnson has been sneaky good, and him and Rattler have had a good 1-2 little ESP going on. If you're looking for a tight end, it might not pay off as like you say, Chris. He's not a sexy guy.
Yeah,
he's a boring guy.
The boring guys always produce.
He's a boring guy, but he has, I think, 100 and something yards on 10. He has 13 receptions, 125 yards, and a touchdown through 2 games this season. Tied for 8th in receptions, 21st in yards, and 39th in touchdowns. But he's a guy that's going to give you the solid, boring stat lines in case you're looking for a tight end.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right, there you go. Go check your waiver wires if you got some. You need some tight end help. There you go. Carolina, except get rid of Bryce first. Bryce is a garbage bucket guy. I feel like if they hang on to Bryce too long in Charlotte, it could give Nola a chance to catch up. I mean, Spencer Rattler. I mean, the question was who's digging out of the NFC South first, Carolina and New Orleans. And I'm like, they're both in bad shape. But right now, I would say Carolina has a little more upside based off of maybe a little bit more of a polished.
Definitely. The Saints have no...
Rattler's 0-8 as a starter in the NFL. Like,
Saints have no avenue. The Panthers have a very small avenue.
It's not good, though. It's not good.
No,
I'm not
I
trying
mean,
to...
At this point, if you're the Saints, get Alvin Kamara out of there and go give him to a contender and get something back because this poor guy...
Give him
Kamara?
to the Chiefs?
Yeah, give him to the Chiefs. There you go. I found your guy, Scotty. I found your guy. Yes.
Anyone that can make somebody miss, please.
And he can catch and run.
Anyone that knows, like, hey, the object is not get tackled by the other team, I will take.
I would 100%
Our
call
run
up
game
the Saints
is
right now.
so epically bad. There's a stat, and I would have to pull it up to be sure. This year and last year, I don't know if the Chiefs have more than, by running backs, not Mahomes, more than 2 runs that were 20-plus yards.
Hold on, I'll look for you.
I think they did not have more than 2 runs of 20-plus yards last year and so far this year, which is insane.
So your longest run, non-Mahomes, is 10 by Pacheco.
This year? No. Well, today.
It's just not. It's not including today.
Yeah.
Sorry, it only says one.
I saw Kareem Hunt get a 12-yard run. So
yeah, let me look at.
Let's go crazy. Fucking 12-yard run. Like we can't.
It's bad.
We can't run the fucking football.
Yeah, 11. It was 11. It's 11.
So there you go.
11 by Hunt. Yeah.
Yep, 11 by Hunt.
12, but
it's 11. Yep.
It's bad. Sorry, man. It's been rough. Kamara.
It sucks. Even the Broncos had like a 80-yard run last week or whatever it was.
It was we had a couple back to back that
Yeah.
that turned out nice. So
Must be
anyways,
nice to have relief in your run game.
Must
sometimes.
be
Every time
nice.
the Broncos or the Chiefs run the ball, I'm like, son of a bitch. Just get if you get 4 yards, I'm so excited in a run play. Like, if you get 4, I'm like, we did great.
Let's get to the last game of the night that we're going to be covering, and that's the Commanders and Packers, which took place earlier on in the week on Thursday. This game, the Packers are showing that why they are looking to be one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFL. At least in the NFC side, they're really making a case for themselves. Micah Parsons, even more impactful in his second game, disrupting the timing of the Commanders' offense. They couldn't really get much going from that standpoint, but he was just there. Every time he's in the game, it feels like he's revived. You know, it's like James Harden when is not happy with a team, he goes to another team, and fat James Harden loses 50 pounds, and he's all of a sudden like super healthy and really good to go. It's kind of like what's happening here with Micah Parsons, but Commanders could not really get things going. They had too many empty possessions, 4 punts, 2 missed field goal tries, 2 turnovers on downs. They just couldn't get out of their own way in a lot of these situations. And the Packers they were just a big time team playing big time football. Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave combined for 156 yards. Kraft was solid in this game. So Commanders, injuries, shocker, breaking news. Austin Eckler hurt. Who would have saw that coming? It's just like you just know.
Not only hurt, his career is likely.
It's
pretty done.
It's done, which is it's just like it's unfortunate. No,
torn Achilles, but at his age, torn Achilles is a.
It's just
it's pretty much he's done.
He's battled so many injuries over his career, and he just never was able. Can you imagine what he would be like if he stayed healthy for a period of time? It's just so that was a big loss for them. The Packers.
Is he the Greg Oden of the NFL?
Oh, I don't think he had the hype.
He didn't have certainly not the
Vikings
hype.
But I'm just saying the skill set that he had when he was
a great passing. He was a great passing back, but he was never a dominant. I don't know if he's ever had 1,000 yards on the ground.
No, he wasn't. He's not really the running back. He's your receiving scat back.
Right.
That's what his game was.
And he was good for certainly a few years, but like
I'm just trying to find a comparison that's fair to him.
I see what you said.
Yeah,
I just meant like the hype with him when he came in was just.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a huge loss, frankly.
No, not at this point.
No,
yeah. Point of his career,
that,
they'll be okay running back wise with.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That rookie they have, I forget.
Bill?
He's got like 8 names. I don't know.
Bill. His name's Bill.
No, his name is. I don't know. He's got like 8 last names.
Yeah, but he say you can call me Bill.
Oh, that's better. Let's call him Bill because anyone who has 2 last names, that's too much. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I will say, Milwaukee, settle down.
through
2 weeks of the NFL season, the Packers are the best team in football. I think that's pretty clear. They played 2 very good teams in the Commanders and Lions, and they dominated both those games.
And they look really good doing it. Yep.
They look great defensively, especially. The offense is certainly good enough. The only thing offensively I will say is like what they have with their rookie Golden is a weird thing. All of a sudden he was like a backup and not featured at all with everything we heard in training camp is like he's a number 1, he's gonna be great, and all of a sudden he wasn't even in a lot. That through 2 weeks, the Packers are the best team in football, in my mind. I don't think that's. I don't even know who you'd argue is better, like the Bills or Ravens, maybe.
You can't.
No.
I mean, complete.
The Packers.
Complete. Yeah.
Through 2 weeks, best team in football. Their defense looks. I mean, they certainly can put pressure on the cornerback. Nixon at corner has been phenomenal. Why wouldn't he be? Because he has a great last name. But they look great through 2 weeks. Does that mean anything moving forward? No. But through 2 weeks, they're the best team in football.
They're
And
most consistent. Yeah.
They're a force to be reckoned with. I think the Packers right now are the favorites to make the Super Bowl in the NFC.
They should be. Yeah.
Thoughts on Golden? Does he emerge?
The
It
injuries
was
there,
weird.
he's gonna have
It was
to.
weird because he wasn't out there a lot on a lot of passing downs in week 2 against the Commanders on Thursday. Do they
Easily?
need him? Do they need it? Everyone's worried about Love. I think Love's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I do.
Who? What happened to Clifford? I heard
Packers
he
are
was supposed to be
dangerous.
good.
Yeah. Big Red.
I heard he was supposed to be great, but I still think the Packers, even without Golden, are
Yeah,
a force to be reckoned with.
I think Golden's a kid. He'll get better. Yeah. He's
He's gonna have to because he's
two
gonna get
games.
thrust in there, aren't they? Don't they have injured wide receivers again?
I mean,
they always do.
They always do, and then they have
Tucker Kraft has been
their tight ends are going to be big.
through
6 for
through a
124 in
couple
that
weeks.
game.
Yeah, well, he was wide open over the seam for like a 60-yard
Right.
catch in that game. But Tucker Kraft's been great. I have nothing negative to say about the Packers. They are the one team, both sides of the football, that have been consistent and good through 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And they've been the best team in football through 2 weeks.
I mean,
We'll see what that
you know what's
means moving
crazy?
forward, but they're good.
You know what's
they're a very good football team.
The wild part is like they entered Thursday night without starting right tackle Zach Tom or left guard Aaron Banks. And so like they're kind of doing it offensively with a patchwork offense, which is scary when they get their guys back too.
I don't know
Yeah.
if Tom is like an elite tackle, but sure.
I mean, starting caliber. I mean, he's
I think it's pretty negligible. But with that, they're still the best team in the football.
yeah,
Through 2 weeks. So
yeah. So
doesn't
well,
matter.
I got a stat for you guys. As always, I found a stat for you guys. Scotty, question
Yeah.
goes to you. Do
Okay.
you know the last time that Washington won at Lambeau Field?
Based off the question, it must have been a long time ago. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. I mean, they only play, in theory, once every 4 years.
I would say 2021.
Road. No, I'll go with 1994. I don't know.
Not bad. You want to revise your guess there, Chris?
now I'm thinking not,
You might need to.
I might need to. 1994, it got a not bad. So now I'm just like, all right, 97.
92.
Nope. 1986 was Washington's last one at Lambeau Field.
Damn.
And the Packers have won their last 7 home matchups with Washington, which hasn't beaten the Packers on the road since a 2017 victory at Milwaukee County Stadium in 1988.
Where were these
They
stats?
haven't won at Lambeau since 1986.
Let's keep in mind that Washington has been not good for quite a while.
Right.
But again, through 2 weeks, the Packers best team in football, no doubt in my mind.
Bandito said 1886. I mean that's historical right there.
Said if Ravens are playing, or Bills or Ravens are playing the Packers tomorrow, giving 2.5, are you taking the Packers?
Giving 2.5 to the Wait, on the road or at home? Let's see.
I think it's neutral. I would say
Neutral site.
Neutral.
Ravens playing the Packers tomorrow? I get Packers all day.
2.5 with the Packers,
Packers all day. I would take,
especially against the Ravens.
because the Ravens.
Even though their roster is better, I think the Ravens would have problems. I think Lamar would be a disaster.
Ravens.
Against the Packers defense.
Ravens
I think
against
Josh
good
Allen-
teams. No.
Josh Allen could create some things and out of nowhere, because Josh Allen to me is a far superior quarterback to Lamar.
Real different.
I would take Ravens minus 2.5 in the first half of that game, and then I would
Wow.
I would take. I would take.
What are you insinuating, Chris?
I'm taking Packers on the game plus 2.5. Ravens minus 2.5 in the first half.
I'd take Packers right now. Based off what we've seen, I'd take Packers plus 2.5. I get 2.5 with the Packers against either of those teams. I'd take Packers right now.
That
could change a lot, but right now, I'd take Packers.
By the way, Josh Jacobs, more stats, scored a touchdown Thursday night, becoming the 4th player since 2000 to record a rushing touchdown in 11 consecutive games, including the playoffs. LaDainian Tomlinson had 12 in 2004. Jonathan Taylor had 11 in 2001. Priest Holmes had 11. Remember that? That was when you had a running back in 2002.
We also had the best offensive line in the game.
Oh, yeah. Scotty. Jalen Reed broke his collarbone. That's who I'm talking about. So that's why I was saying maybe the path for Golden opens
Reed's
up.
always hurt. That pass he had in the end zone was. I saw him come down the shoulder. They'll be fine. I'm not worried about the Packers offense.
Well, no, I was just saying that's what I was talking about. Golden, you were saying about his usage and everything after everything coming out of training camp.
Sure.
I think now you might see a little bit more of him.
And dating back to the last year and a half, 2 years that we've seen with Love can spread the ball around. He's very good at spreading the ball to different receivers. So not worried about that either. Like whoever's in there, I think he'll be just fine. So Packers looking like the best team in football. And we're on board with that. So shout out to the Green Bay Packers. That's going to be our last recap of the week. Let's take a look at how we did on the week so far. So looking at our best bets from earlier on, we'll have a fresh set of best bets coming up Wednesday. But right now we're sitting I'm at perfectly even 4-4. Scotty, you're waiting for tomorrow's game, but right now you're 2-1. Jacksonville.
So we both should have hit that Jacksonville.
That Jacksonville was a bad beat. They with that last touchdown.
It's a terrible beat.
3.5, and it ended up being a 4-point game. We missed out by a half point. You crushed Detroit minus 5.5 and Carolina plus 6.5.
I got lucky on Carolina.
Carolina, you weren't looking good, and then it turned out okay. Atlanta, Minnesota under hit. Seattle plus 3 hit. And then the Jets was just a bad read. I just thought I had a little more hope in that one. But you still have Chargers tomorrow. And then if you hit Chargers, you and I both 4-0 this week, or 4-4, I should say, moving into next week. So, not a bad. I mean, I think we started out worse last year. I think we're on a good track right now. It's like,
we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be just good.
I think I'm better in the office pool thing.
Yeah. And my side betting on my FanDuel account's not looking too bad either. Look at that Jags fail. Who day? This captain? Yeah. They hurt us a little bit in our best bets of the week. So, Captain, congratulations this week for you boys. Falcons are kicking field goals on their way to the NFC loss. You heard it here first. Packers, Falcons, Bills, Ravens.
I would say the Falcons aren't in that mix right now, but the other three are good.
It's like what that
I
meme.
love the Falcons, but they're not up with those three.
It's like that meme of the dragon heads, and there's like one like goofy dragon head, and then the other dragon heads are like all fierce. Yeah, basically. That's what you put out there, Bandito, in that little list. We lost Burrow, so it's all. No, I mean, I wouldn't say that, Captain. I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's not ideal, but Burrow's always hurt in the beginning of a season. You always are missing him at least 3 or 4 games, right?
And it's not to say that he might not
This
get
is
surgery. If he has to get treatment on that week to week, he's not going to be as mobile, but he can still throw the damn ball.
The fact that they put out the news is interesting that he could miss 3 months. That's interesting. We'll see where that goes, but I just don't think either way. I don't think the Bengals are a real threat. The defense isn't good enough. The offense is like weirdly not good enough as well. They should be better than they are. They were better last year, and maybe it's early season, and that's what they do. But usually, when Burrow's hurt, it's before the season. Minus 2 years ago, and well, his rookie year. But
yeah,
maybe he gets hurt a lot. I don't know.
He's Burrow's never been a consistently healthy guy. Like at some point, there's just dudes that just get hurt. Like that's just that's just how they are. And Burrow seems to be kind of that guy. And
I would be incredibly frustrated if I heard our season was lost to a toe. I'd be like, just cut it off. Just cut off
Turf toe is no joke though, because that's your ligaments.
Agree.
That's your all that.
It will be with him, even if he plays. It will hurt throughout the year.
Absolutely.
He'll have to play through.
He'd have to have a boot.
Pain.
He'd have to have all punch and stuff to go with that to make that
Absolutely.
even manageable for one play, let alone a whole game. I would take the surgery. No way.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll be back for previewing week 3. But first, let's get to our contest rankings, see where we're at. We're going to share where our pick'em is at right now. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Can I get your most passing yard guesses for the year in each conference? Well, in the NFC, it's Russ. Russ today.
Russ
threw for like 500 some yards. AFC, I don't know if I know, but it's definitely Russ in the AFC. Wild.
Here we go. Here's our rankings for our pick'em contest. We got Medusa in first place, Milwaukee's in second, Helv, Scotty, you're fourth, tied with a bunch. Cuban Diacola chairman. Then kind of spreads out a little bit as we go down the list. So there you go. These are the rankings for this year's pick'em. So there you go. Medusa's crushing 25-5. 99th percentile there, and Milwaukee 97th percentile. Congratulations there. Office pool or for our super contest. Let's see. Rec is at the top with Amanda and Joe. You got Hauser, you got Jonathan. You are, Scotty, right there. I'm kind of down towards the bottom. I might be going for the bottom this early part of the season.
2-6.
2-6. It's still early. Still early.
A lot of time.
Hey, Scotty.
Yeah.
I got your AFC passing leader.
Hold on.
I know that's what I'm about to say. Do you want to take a guess?
2 weeks in the AFC guy.
Mm-hmm. Russell is number 1, by the way, overall.
AFC West, no. It's not. It's not Josh Allen.
It is not Josh Allen. This is gonna probably make you irate.
Is it Aaron Rodgers?
It is not. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna lose my mind right there. I was like,
no, you're gonna lose your mind when I tell you who it is if you don't guess him.
Oh, it's Daniel Jones.
Correct.
It's gotta be Daniel Jones.
Russell Wilson at 18. DJ is at 588. Jared Goff at 559. Dak at 549. And Matthew Stafford round them out. Josh Allen is 1 yard behind Stafford at 542. And Drake May, 517. There you go.
Mr. MVP, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes.
He made a defense that's supposed to be really, really good look not so good today. I'll give him credit. Through 2 weeks, Daniel Jones has been playing good ball.
Yeah, I will say, I wanted to see what he would do this week, and he surprised me. So
I heard on the radio here in Denver, they're like, I'm more concerned about Daniel Jones than the week before with the rookie, but not concerned. Maybe they should have been more concerned.
And Daniel Jones did well. But I will say Jonathan Taylor definitely was a big reason they won that game as well.
Sure.
He had half their total offensive yards. So Daniel Jones got some good help there. But man, yeah, either way, they're playing some good football right now, top to bottom. So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's show. We are getting out of here. We're going to get you off to some we're going to get you some music probably. We're going to get you something here for let's see who's available. We got Colleen Dauncey. We're going to send you over to Colleen. She's going to do some song requests and some good vibes for you guys. So go give her some love. She's going to wind you down after a wild day of NFL football. I know I need it, Scotty, and Doc need it after the games we had to endure today. So, I'm just going to unwind a little bit and maybe take a deep breath before bed and just listen to some tunes. So go give Colleen some love. Otherwise, we are going to be back Wednesday night. We can't wait to see you guys. And we're going to be breaking down all of the games coming up here very soon for week 3. So make sure you guys hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. We absolutely couldn't do this show without you. You guys are the best thing that we could ever have when it comes to an amazing community. So make sure you guys are just growing that for us. If there's anybody that likes sports content, talking through things, whether it's NFL, NBA, whatever you want, make sure you send them our way so we can have some fun getting to know them as well. Between now and Wednesday, go be a good person. Go live in the moment. We don't do that enough. Put the phone down. Enjoy the people and things around you. And be a good person as always. Scotty, what else you got?
No, a lot of fun tonight. We'll catch you guys back hopefully on Wednesday. We'll preview week 3. And see what's in store for that. And then Sunday night, my Chiefs play, Chris. So we have 0-2 Chiefs versus 0-2 Giants. Who wouldn't want to watch that?
What a bar burner that's gonna be.
Man. Russ, we'll see if Russ can cook. Who knows?
He better not fucking cook. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Bandito, hot tub stream if Russ Wilson wins the MVP.
Sure.
We'll do. We'll even do something else on top of that. If that,
yeah.
I mean,
Scotty's like, whoa, hold on now.
No, Ross ain't winning MVP.
Yeah. What else do we got? Have a good week, boys. See you Wednesday. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Love you guys. Have a great night. Yeah, that's it. Have a great week.
Guys.
Love you guys.
Thanks so much. Deuces.
Deuces.
Bye.